feeling that we've been here before, and I can't figure out what's missing. You're like a leather-bound mystery locked in a box, a hurricane that's hiding the key. And it's a cold sweat, fever dream, stomach in knots, a lie that I choose to believe. Like I've been wasting my time with a knife in my back. Tell me who you are when the lights go dark. It's like we're strangers in love. Tell me who you are when you tear my heart apart. It's like we're strangers in love. We're strangers in love. We're strangers in love. How many times will it happen again? I'm begging for a light in the dark. We're moving in circles and I want it to end, but without you will it all fall apart. You're like a pretty little poison still in my blood. I wonder what you're hiding from me. Are you the truth that I'm searching for, deepest of loves, or a lie that I choose to believe? Have I been wasting my time with a knife in my back? Tell me who you are when the lights go dark. It's like we're strangers in love. Tell me who you are when you tear my heart apart. It's like we're strangers in love. We're strangers in love. We're strangers in love. Strangers in love. Tell me who you are. It's like it's tearing us apart. I don't wanna fall apart. Tell me who you are when the lights go dark. It's like we're strangers in love. Tell me who you are when you tear my heart apart. It's like we're strangers in love. We're strangers in love. We're strangers in love. Strangers in love. I don't wanna fall
It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
I suppose we should get going.
Let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, everybody. Hi, it's Friday.
Oh, hi!
Welcome to the show. Morning Invasion.
We're here.
The weekend. I'm excited for the weekend, and I don't even know why I'm excited for the weekend. I'm just
Because
excited.
the Black Panther is out!
But I'm going right after the show, man.
Oh, okay.
Right after
Well,
the
then
show.
I don't know
I'm
why
leaving,
you're excited.
and I'm
You have
going.
nothing to look forward to.
Nothing else to look forward to except Black Panther and a couple days off. Starmy, hello. You can be a part of the show. There's so many different ways you can tune in and be a part of the show. You can download the Star 88 app to your smartphone and stream us live. You can also go to Facebook Live, Star 88 FM, and like us. Good morning, everybody on Facebook Live. Jarrett?
Yeah. Shout out to our boy Sam, who totally caught my attire. Kind of bummed. Guys, yes, it's true. Looking kind of fancy today. I have a job interview at 11. Pray for me. So if I get this, then hopefully, no more of this. Wait, never mind. Huh?
Job interview.
Can a dude just dress up on a Friday? Most people say casual Friday. I say fancy Friday. Am I
Fancy
right?
Friday.
Go big or go home.
I like
I
it.
mean, how come Friday's got to be all cash? I'm changing the straight game.
I don't think you look. You almost look like a janitor.
What?
Well, you have safety goggles on, and it's usually the type of shirt that janitors wear.
Okay. But look at these like slacks.
But
bro.
I can
Look at
now.
this. I mean,
okay.
look at this.
I don't know.
They look good. Am I right?
I mean,
Look
those
at
are
that. I
dope.
mean, look at that. They're kind of tight. They're kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Steve-O's got a nice butt, that's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on YouTube as well. If you guys want to go and watch the show, we had some technical difficulties yesterday on YouTube Live, but we switched iPads, so we're gonna see how it works.
You don't
today.
have to tell them everything.
Yeah, I got to tell them everything about all the behind the scenes stuff.
Perfect.
So, yep, we're at
So-
YouTube right now. We're live, so go subscribe, star 88 FM. And you can text into the show, 505-585-LIVE.
Yeah.
Shoot us a text, say hello. If you want to contribute, you have something going on in your life, whatever it is, you guys can always hit us up. You can also call in, 505-338-3700. We're excited because we just got done watching the final trailer to Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Which looks like it could be the greatest movie of all time.
Don't get that in your brain.
I hate when trailers do
Don't
that.
get that in your brain,
Trailers
bro.
are so epic, and then you go and watch the movie, and you just, yeah, it was okay.
I've read the book. Teo and I read the book a long time ago, and it's a good book.
I remember years ago when you were talking to
It wasn't my favorite book. It was a really good book, but it wasn't the best book. So the movie looks fantastic. But don't you? I'm trying to tether your expectations.
I just wish trailers weren't so epic.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You don't want to go into a movie with your expectations high. I think they should always make us feel like, you know what? I wonder if this movie's going to be good.
Man, see, and sadly, I'm pretty stoked for Black Panther because I didn't really watch a whole lot of trailers. I saw like the first one that was like, I've seen enough.
Yeah.
I'm stoked. But Ready Player One, since I read the book, it was like, I'm going to watch all the trailers. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
But man, oh man, am I excited for today's.
Yep. It's going to be fun.
People have already seen it. It is out.
Yeah, if you went and saw it, let us let us
spoilers.
Yeah, don't spoil it, but we'd definitely like to know if you liked it or not.
Shout out to Bloomsdale, Montana.
No, that's MT. Isn't MO's
Missouri.
Yeah, I think it's Missouri.
Is it really?
Yeah. It's either MI or MI.
MI is Mississippi.
Okay. Yeah, MO's Missouri, I'm pretty sure.
I'm just making stuff up. I don't know. Somebody said, oh man, I'm in the middle of listening to the audiobook for Ready Player One. Cool. It's a pretty good book.
I gotta Google it. I'm sorry, guys. It's MO, Missouri. Yep.
It's good.
Had to make sure.
It's good.
Couldn't
Shout
move on.
out to CSB 1237 who said very Cosmo today, Steve-O. Thank you. Cosmo? Isn't that a drink?
That's a magazine.
I thought that was a drink.
I think it is a Cosmopolitan.
Yeah. But what's in it?
You don't know what's in a Cosmopolitan?
No. I'm looking at.
I took the kids.
It's called a Cosmo. It's made with vodka and cranberry juice. I mean, I'm down with cranberry juice because when you're sick, that's what you're told to
I don't think
drink.
they were saying that you look like a alcoholic beverage.
Oh.
You look like you could be on the cover of Cosmo magazine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's a gay magazine. What? Don't put your headphones down. What? Don't. Okay, I guess I'm doing the show by myself. Well, all right. I just wanted to see how you'd react. Oh, man. Gosh, I had a story to share, and then I completely forgot it.
Yeah, cool, bro.
Darn it. Oh, yeah. So I took my daughter out shopping yesterday for Valentine's Day. I'm a day late. I'm sorry, Jaden. And I took her to a candy store at the mall.
Yeah.
And the guy comes up to us that's working there, and he goes, So have you ever been here before?
Okay. To a candy store?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like the new thing when you go places, a restaurant, almost. Am I right? They come up to you and they go, "Hey, have you guys been here before? Have you ate
here's
here
the
before?"
thing. If a restaurant or a business is succeeding or they're wanting to be successful, they have to have something different. They have to offer you something that you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
Or else, who cares?
Oh, the candy store offered us something that, man, I'm telling you, my kids walked out of there high as kites on sugar.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, they offered us something I've never had at a candy store.
This
Meth.
guy, okay. This guy, he's like, "Have you guys ever been here
Because
before?"
of Breaking Bad and because
Yeah,
of, I want to clarify that I didn't mean actual.
Gosh, we might get fired before this.
No, it is
For a second break.
6:15 Mountain Standard Time.
So again, the guy working there goes, "Have you guys ever been here before?" His eyes are all like bugged out of his head. And I was like, "Well, yeah, we've been here, but don't really know how this whole thing works." And he's like, "Let me take you on the tour." And he goes around to almost every individual candy bowl. "Have you ever had this?" And I kind of bumped at Landon and said, "Hey, say no to everything." They tried every piece of candy in that store. And my kids, you could tell they just wanted to vomit towards the end because they had ate so much candy.
That is.
And then he was trying to push candy on me. Oof.
Somebody said, you always tell them it's your first time. They give you better service.
Yeah, you know?
That's smart.
Yep. That's the way to do it. You know, well, guys, we got a huge show today. Sam Swan will be joining us coming up at 8.
Okay.
We got a lot of Olympic stuff to cover.
Oh, man.
Tune in tonight. Everybody Pyeongchang tonight.
Cut that out.
Okay. Time of death. Friday, February 16th, 6:16 a.m. I'm calling it. I am going to say something that most people are afraid to say, but are probably feeling it already. We are into the end of the first week of the Olympics, and I am already so done.
You're done?
I'm done, man.
Why?
Because all my shows are gone.
Oh.
We got like 2 more weeks of this stuff. What else are they going to do? More skiing, maybe?
Yeah.
More snowboarding?
Yeah.
More curling?
Yes.
I'm done, bro.
It's well, man, we're still in 5th place, which is very disappointing. But you know, America is known for epic comebacks, so that's what I'm hoping for. But yesterday, U.S. skier was it Michaela Schifrin. She was not able to defend her gold in the women's slalom last night. Didn't even end up on the podium. She was in 2nd place for a while, but got bumped out of the top 3. Ended up in 4th, and she wasn't feeling great going in and puked right before her first run.
It's not the flu, though, guys. It's not like everybody was thinking. This is the girl that I was telling you guys about.
Yeah.
She has to see a sports psychologist because her nerves are like, she's constantly terrified. She's not going to succeed, which is sad because she was the heavily favorited gold medalist, heavily favorited to win the gold.
Well, I mean, that's what separates the winners from the losers.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
yeah. Yeah.
You know?
She hurled like literally right before the first heat.
And you know what? That's fine. You can hurl. You can puke right before. That's totally fine. A lot of people do that. But you got to perform.
Yeah.
You have to. It's sad.
Ugh.
Let's see. Lindsay Jacob Ellis finished 4th and failed to medal in women's snowboard cross. Let's what else?
That was like, did you see that event?
No, I didn't see it.
And this is why I'm crazy bored with it. Because I've been watching nothing but the Olympics.
Yeah.
So
The U.S. luge team also finished 4th yesterday in the luge relay. Germany defended its gold medal from 2014. Canada took silver. Austria beat the U.S. by 1/10 of a second to win bronze. And as of midnight last night, we were still in 5th place in the medal standings with 8 medals, including 5 gold, a silver, and 2 bronze. Norway had the lead with 18 medals total. Well, there you go. So more from Pyeongchang. And we'll actually, this morning, we'll hear from an expert on how to pronounce Pyeongchang correctly. Is it P.F. Chang's?
It's Pyeongchang.
Is it Pyeongchang?
No,
Is it
Pyeongchang.
Pyeongchang?
Pyeongchang. I'll
I don't know.
prove this. I can't yell anymore, guys, because YouTube apparently is very sensitive. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, youtube.com/star88fm. Get there, subscribe to our channel. We are now live on YouTube. I yelled this morning and it went, and everything got like pixelated and like freaked out. Don't yell.
Maybe we just need to turn it down.
My bad. My bad.
Gotta turn it down, man. What else we got on the show this morning? There was almost another school shooting yesterday. Turns out a kid's grandmother turned him in. So we're going to talk about this coming up.
Oh,
because this is part of what needs to happen more. We need to start looking for signs, and we need to step up and do something when something doesn't feel right. We have to act. And it even sounds like the more and more we read about the shooting that happened a couple days ago, they did tell the FBI about this 19-year-old kid. Mm-hmm. And they didn't do anything.
yeah. Yeah, the more I read up, the more I was like, man. But we also need to be diligent and fact check everything, because there's some stuff running around that's actually not legit. I don't know if this is
probably
in the news
from
today.
Russia, right?
Okay.
Because no, I was reading about this. This is legit. Russia, you know how they pay for ads and stuff.
Yeah.
They're totally taking advantage of this opportunity to start a war, basically on social media, and to get the left and the right to attack each other. My Facebook feed is full of just that. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't understand, man. And like, how did this get on my feed?
Do you remember the fact that yesterday we mentioned that there have been 18 school shootings in 2018 alone? That's a lie.
I reported that yesterday, guys.
Yeah, that's
was
not
lying.
true. You weren't lying. Who was lying, however, is the people who sent that number out. Everytown for Gun Safety, it's a nonprofit organization, and they said, so yesterday, I'm sure you saw this. It was on every video. It was, people were blasting memes, and it was like, guys, enough is enough. This is the 18th mass shooting of 2018, 18th school shooting of 2018. Everyone used that figure, we included. And then all of a sudden, the Washington Post, NBC News, like all these different outlets were coming out going, hey, we'd like to retract that. That number isn't accurate. Here's why. The figure originated with Everytown for Gun Safety. They're a nonprofit organization co-founded by Michael Bloomberg. They work to prevent gun violence. They're most famous for their running tally of school shootings. The organization said this is the 18th school shooting in the United States in 2018. And of course, everybody lost their minds. It began because Bernie Sanders tweeted the claim. And by Thursday afternoon, 45,000 people had liked it. 126,000 like reshares. Like people were losing their minds going 18th. And then ABC News grabbed it, and NBC News, CBS News, Time Magazine, MSN, the BBC, the New York Daily News, MSNBC, Huffington Post. Everyone used this number as their count for school shootings in 2018 so far.
Who was the hero that
And it's
called them out?
so wrong.
Who found out?
That's a good question. Who like broke the fact that this is...
How many have there been?
So here's the thing. Everytown, this organization, inflates its total by including incidents of gunfire that are not school shootings. For example, the first, this year's 2018's first school shooting, according to them, took place on January 3rd when a 31-year-old man parked outside of a Michigan elementary school called police to say that he had a gun and was suicidal. Hours later, he killed himself. The school, however, had been abandoned and closed for 7 months.
Okay.
There were no teachers. There were no students. It wasn't even a school anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, technically, it's still a school.
Oh.
Just not
Okay.
open.
But they called that a school shooting.
Well, it happened at a school. But no, that's ridiculous.
You should go
No,
join
that's
this
ridiculous.
organization. So this is what they do. Also listed on the site, there's an incident from January 20th where at 1 a.m., a dude shot at a sorority event on a campus of Wake Forest University. Like, drunk at a party, fired off a round. They called that a school shooting.
Okay.
A week later, at a basketball game at a Michigan high school, someone fired rounds from a gun in the parking lot. No one was injured. It was past 8 p.m. They weren't shooting at anybody.
Yeah.
They were just firing off rounds
It's
outside.
a typical 4th of July in Albuquerque.
But that was still labeled as a mass shooting, school shooting. They explain on their website that they define a school shooting as any time a firearm discharges a live round inside a school building or on a school campus or school grounds. So that number that everybody was throwing out this week, 18 mass shootings in 2018 alone, is actually a lie.
Did they, how many actual school shootings where a kid or even an adult walked into a school and started killing people? That's the number I want to know.
That's a really good question because obviously the figure matters. How many school shootings have there actually been in 2018? Because whether it's a gun control activist to use them as evidence in their fight to ban assault weapons or gun rights groups, like trying to call this fake news and say that no, that it's not as bad as we think it is. Like, we need to know the truth. And unfortunately, guys, man, everyone was duped.
Yeah.
And I mentioned one in particular. I was really bummed because I always say, if I'm going to learn anything, I go to BBC News because they're not biased.
Yeah.
BBC News used it. Everybody used that figure yesterday. Now, if you're asking me, of the 18 school shootings listed for 2018, how many of them actually happened during school hours and actually resulted in any kind of physical injury in any way? I'm not even talking death at this point. I'm talking physical injury. 5. 5 of the 18.
Okay.
So 5 of the 18 school shootings listed for 2018 happened during school hours and resulted in any kind of physical injury. 3 others appeared to be intentional shootings, but no one was hurt. There were 2 more that involved guns. One was carried by a school police officer, and the other by a licensed peace officer who ran a college club, that were unintentionally fired and again led to no injuries. So, again, if you're asking me how many of them were actual physical injury, malicious intent school shootings, there have been 5 this year. But do you see how crazy it was?
Yeah, that is.
Dude, it's
when
February
we read that
16th.
yesterday, we were blown away. 18? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Now, I'm not saying this so that we can go, see those crazy libs with the trying to take our guns. I'm definitely not saying that because I do believe something needs to be done. It's still incredible to me that a child had an AR-15.
Yep.
What's even more incredible is that his quote-unquote parents, foster parents, they knew he had it, but they made him keep it locked in a lockbox.
It's insane.
Oh, but he had the key to it.
Is anything going to happen? That's what I want to know. Well, he's an adult. He's 19. He's an adult. So I was going to say if he was a child, then the parents would definitely probably get charged with something. But
yeah. All that to say, guys, we absolutely need to be diligent, especially before we spew anything. I know that we are susceptible to that, and we apologize for that because we totally used that number because that was the figure that literally every media outlet used yesterday.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
You want to call in 505-338-3700? Good morning.
Good morning. So I was looking on a map of school shootings on the internet, and I believe it was a CNBC site of just mass shootings in general. And in Albuquerque, it says we have 2, and one of the 2 listed is the Los Altos skate park shooting, which kind of baffled me because if I recall correctly, only 2 or 3 people were injured within that quote unquote mass shooting. And the reason why it threw me was when I hear, and I think this goes for a lot of people, when you hear mass, you think double digits at least.
Yeah.
And it was just one of those things where I was thinking, what qualifies as a mass shooting? And talking to one of my buddies, and I'd have to check this. Apparently, anytime 4 people are shot is considered a mass shooting. Now I get it, the whole, as soon as one person gets shot, that's already too much. But I really have to ponder, is it necessary to call it a mass shooting? Just because that seems to be a little more fear-mongering within the public.
Yeah.
Rather than just saying it was a gun incident.
Yeah. No.
So.
Yeah. Bring up a good point, man.
Yeah, the thing about the whole blaming the guns thing, I get it, but I have to beg to ask, is this really a gun issue, or is this a hearts and mind issue? Because it seems a little...
I mean, that's the biggest problem with this is that, you got the left just spewing, and then you got the right, and we're just fighting each other on how do we tackle this issue. And nothing ever happens.
We were talking about this yesterday off air, and part of the problem is there's no, I don't want to say middle ground, but on one hand we need to remove all weapons, anything that harms a human ever in the history of ever, let's ban everything. And on the other side, it's like, nah, man, Second Amendment, you can't do any of this. And there's no conversation of what we could do to actually start to make change. So I don't know that anything will ever happen, sadly. But I agree with you. It's definitely a hard issue. And as people have pointed out, you're right. He wasn't a child. He's 19 years old. He legally purchased the firearm himself. But man, at 19 years old, really?
Yeah.
You can't purchase alcohol at 19 years old, but you can buy a rifle.
Yeah.
Really?
Hey, thanks for calling, man. If you guys want to chime in, 505-585-LIVE. You can text into the show.
We don't have to get into gun control, dude.
Yeah, that's
I
the
hate
thing.
this topic.
We've already we've done that, and man,
all that to say,
the
mass shooting label, as somebody pointed out, the mass shooting label gets abused worse than the school shooting label. They're both abused in the media, and we need to be diligent. We need to know why we believe what we believe and why we stand where we stand, and we need to have the facts in front of us. And it's so tragic that in our culture, it's very, very difficult and becoming even more increasingly difficult to know what the facts are, because things are just thrown out there. Yeah. No, this is a fact. 18th school shooting in 2018. And it's devastating because all it leads us to more mistrust, Because when I read that, I was like, dang it. Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, coming up, we got a story how there was almost another school shooting yesterday, but the kid's grandmother turned him in.
Crazy.
So we'll tell you all about that coming up here in just a little bit. We're at facebook.com/star88fm. Someone's trying to call us on the iPad.
Okay.
We're on YouTube, we think. Wait, that's YouTube, that's Facebook. YouTube. Go subscribe, Star88FM. You can watch the show right there. Also, Star88FM on Facebook. We're live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios. When we come back, we'll do some headlines.
Pastor Jack Graham and a Star 88 Supernova.
Someone said that indifference may be the cruelest form of hatred. Indifference says, you mean nothing to me. So is our Lord being indifferent to this woman, the fact that he did not even acknowledge her. Imagine if this happened to you. You cry out to God and you get nothing but stone cold silence. Maybe it has happened to you. You've cried out to God for help, for mercy, and you don't feel like you're getting anything back. And you wonder, God, what are you doing in my life? You've done this for others. You've helped others. Can you help me? Well, of course, we know because of the character of Christ himself that Jesus was not showing her indifference. In fact, Jesus was waiting for this woman to demonstrate her faith.
Catch Pastor Jack Graham, PowerPoint, broadcast weekdays at 10:30 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT. A solar flare from Christine Kane on bondage. Freedom is not a personality type. It's a blood type. The blood of Jesus. Star 88.
Look at us, stuck in a rut. I don't care. It's a snare, trapping us down with the dirt and the leaves. I can see inside the sun, through the trees, lighting the earth, evergreen, only with you near me. Lift me up when I go, wipe the sweat from my brow. Losing fights on my own, I can rely on you. Don't expect no I can't comprehend all that I get. Whatever I have done to rely on you. Pick me up, brush all the dust from my face. Staring straight into a love sought for so long. Different shapes I expect, simpler still in all my dreams. Settling so perfectly in front of me. Lift me up when I go, wipe the sweat from my brow. Losing fights on my own, I can rely on you. Don't expect no I can't comprehend all that I get. Whatever I have done to rely on you. Lift me up when I go, wipe the sweat from my brow. Losing fights on my own, I can't rely on you. Don't expect no I can't comprehend all that I get. Whatever I have done to rely on you.
If you're making tents, serve Jesus making tents. If you're waiting tables, serve Jesus waiting tables.
Need some divine direction? Here's Craig Rochelle on a Star 88 PowerPoint.
If you're a stay-at-home mom, serve Jesus as a stay-at-home mom. If you're a graduate student, serve Jesus there. Well, how am I going to get from here to where I want to be? You don't even know if where you want to be is where God wants you to be. People tell me all the time, they ask me, did you envision this with Life Church? I didn't envision anything close to this, nothing close to this, nothing close to this. Nothing. If I told you what I envision, you would laugh. In fact, you want to make God laugh? Tell him your plans. Because God has plans that are exceedingly, abundantly more than you could ask, think, or imagine, according to his power that is at work within you, that he would be glorified through the church for generations to come.
Now that's a PowerPoint with Craig Rochelle on Star 88.
What's going on in the news today?
We are committed to working with state and local leaders to help secure our schools and tackle the difficult issue of mental health.
The president focusing on mental health as he did after the mass shootings in Las Vegas and Sutherland Springs, Texas. No mention of gun control.
American ski star Michaela Schifrin took gold in the women's giant slalom.
The FDA has approved a blood test to detect concussions, which can also identify possible brain injuries.
Cheeseburgers and chocolate milk are being removed from McDonald's Happy Meal menu.
Traffic deaths on U.S. roads fell to just over 40,000 last year.
Senators will keep searching for a DACA compromise for immigrants brought here illegally as kids that may also include funding for a border wall and immigration reforms.
Veterans Affairs Secretary David Shulkin addressing an inspector's general report he had improperly accepted gifts and used taxpayer funds to pay for parts of a European trip last year, including airfare for his wife.
I've made the decision to reimburse the Treasury, to follow the IG recommendations, and I'm committed to doing what we have to do to focus on veterans and make this better.
Mortgage rates, they have jumped this week to their highest level in nearly 4 years. 30-year fixed rate, according to Freddie Mac, at 4.38%.
South Africa's ruling party has chosen Cyril Ramaphosa as the country's next president.
2 astronauts fix a bulky robotic arm.
Hi. What's up? What's up, Friday? What's going on? You guys ready for the weekend? Dex and Steve-O, thanks for joining us from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Feel free to call into the show, 505-338-3700. Good morning, YouTube. You guys can watch the show right there at Star 88 FM on YouTube and Facebook Live as well. Jarrett, good morning.
Shout out to Arland on YouTube for being a creeper.
Bunch of creepers, man. Bunch of creepers.
Kim says Black Panther, bros! I'm so excited. It's out!
Yay! It is out. Coming up, a little game we do, Hollywood Hits. We're going to try to predict who will be second, because we know what will be number one. I mean, we know. But who will be second? We'll find out here shortly. Coming up at 8, Sam Swan. Also on the show this morning in the 9 o'clock hour.
I see you dressed in white.
I forgot!
Yeah.
Ah!
For King and Country.
I love them so much.
They'll be joining us. Coming up about 9:15. Yeah, they'll be in town, Santa Ana Star Center, February 24th. And we, of course, have another round of Olympic snowboard trick or Marvel character coming up. You guys were terrible at the game yesterday. Terrible. It's a hard game.
Yeah, that's true.
I was scrolling through a bunch of different Marvel characters that I'd never heard of before. I can't believe how many Marvel characters there are.
Okay, well,
It's insane. We're talking like probably 1,000 different characters.
Think about it, man. We're about to talk about a movie that's coming out today that is the 18th film.
Yeah.
Just in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. How many hundreds of characters have been introduced within those 18 films?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's a lot of great Olympic snowboard tricks out there. Mm-hmm. So we got that coming up for you. A chance to win tickets to the Roadshow Tour. Matthew West, Zach Williams, Social Club Misfits, For King and Country.
Bethel, yo. Bethel.
Bethel. Bethel.
Are we ready to play America's favorite game?
Yes.
All right, everybody, welcome to Hollywood Hits. It's your favorite game show on a Friday. Of course, Friday brings new movies to the box office, and today is probably the biggest release of 2018 thus far. It's called Black Panther. Who's excited? All right, everybody. Woo! Ah!
I'm going right
I
after the
can
show.
get down with that hip hop right there. To the tick-tock, you don't stop. To the bang bang boogie, give me that movie.
I'm like, that kind of turned into like a nerd voice or something. I don't even know what that voice was. Is it still the same voice?
Yeah, it was great.
Okay. It's hard to do my Hollywood hits voice with this music bumping in the background, but I'll try.
Black Panther is the 18th cinematic film from Marvel releases. Chadwick Boseman returns as T'Challa, the superhero king of the technologically advanced African nation of Wakanda. Wakanda! Black Panther first showed up in the MCU in Captain America Civil War. T'Challa returns home after the death of his father, which we saw in
Civil War.
Civil War, my friend. Powerful artifact has been stolen from his country, and the son of a traitorous relative has been secretly plotting against him.
Is that Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah, bro.
Stop.
Whoa.
Okay. Killmonger, dog! Killmonger! He looks so dope!
The movie's got an amazing cast with Denai Guerrero from The Walking Dead as the leader of the Wakanda's elite female warriors. There's 2 post-credit scenes, so make sure you stay all the way through to the end. Now, here's a clip from 143-year-old Stan Lee talking about the Black Panther.
Stan Lee and Jack Kirby created Black Panther in the early 60s, and he's been a staple of Marvel Comics 50-plus years.
He's an interesting character. That is going to be such a different thing for the audience on the screen. I couldn't see the Black Panther living on a side street in New York. I love the idea of a superhero who lives in Africa.
He has to look out for an entire nation. That's a responsibility that other superheroes don't commonly have.
Even though he's the head of a tribe, he's more than that. As his powers begin to unfold, that will be a lot of fun.
Ah, I can't wait.
Yeah, dude. Matthew says, such a good movie left me shook. Yeah. Patrice says, 18, are you sure? Okay, Patrice, she doesn't believe me. Because, 18's a number we were just throwing out in recent days. Marvel Cinematic Universe, you want me to count down all 18?
I mean,
there was a statistic thrown out that 18.
I trust you.
So far in 2018, but if Patrice doesn't trust me, let's go.
Starting in 2008, there was Iron Man, then The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor. That makes 4. Captain America, the first Avenger, was 5. The Avengers, 6. Iron Man 3, Thor, The Dark World, Captain America, the Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, making it 10. Avengers, Age of Ultron was 11. Ant-Man was 12. Captain America, Civil War, 13. Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 2. Spider-Man, Homecoming, Thor, Ragnarok, and of course, I'm talking about now, the Black Panther. So there you go, Patrice. All right. 18.
18, you nailed
At
it.
least one of those numbers was accurate this morning when we spit out 18. Ha!
Sorry, Patrice.
That's not even including like the Blade movies, which technically
Marvel.
Technically count. So if anything, there's more. And that's also not including the Hulk film with Eric Bana.
Wow.
Just the Incredible Hulk film. Just saying. There have been at least 18.
You know what, Patrice?
But we're being strict.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad that you questioned that because that's what we should do.
Right. That's right. We want to
should
bring you
ask
facts.
those questions.
We want to bring you facts.
Nothing wrong with that.
What's crazy is we're going to have 20 before this year is over. This is the 18th, but then we've got Avengers Infinity War and Ant-Man and the Wasp. That's coming this year. And again, that doesn't include, that also does not include the Deadpool movies, which are not technically Marvel, but most assuredly Marvel.
Okay.
I'm not counting the X-Men movies because blah, 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 blah. Black
Panther.
X-Men out there. Those are not Marvel films.
This is what he gets fired up.
They
Jeez.
may be Marvel characters that I have tattooed all over my arm because I care so greatly for them, but those movies are not Marvel movies.
I'm a nerd.
Black Panther, we know, will be number 1 at the box office. No doubt about it.
Except for Logan. Logan was brilliant.
Do you want to take a stab on how much money Black Panther will make this weekend?
$170 million.
Really?
Yeah, boom. I just went high. Woo! 170!
I'm going to say 210.
Okay.
210 million.
No, at least I was realistic.
Nope. 210 million.
You're so dumb. Really?
No way, man. This is going to be huge.
210 million.
Yes.
President's Day weekend.
Yep.
Dang it. Yeah.
I think you, you missed that one. Yep. Calling it right now.
Fine. You know what? My initial thought was 170 million. I'm sticking with the 170.
All right.
But this is most assuredly like The Price is Right. If you go over, I win.
That's fine.
If it makes 185 million, I win.
It's fine. 210. Calling it right now.
170. 170. Do we even care about the second place movie?
I mean, we should definitely try to guess which one will be number 2, I think. Yeah, it's usually what we do is we know what the number 1 movie is going to be. Let's try to guess number 2.
And it's going to be interesting because we got a few other releases also releasing in theaters today. Guys, there's another Jesus movie. Actually, it's set in the book of Judges. So
But technically, Jesus was still around, okay?
Yeah,
I mean,
thank you.
You can still call it a Jesus movie.
Thank you. It's still set in the Jesus cinematic universe.
Thank you. Yeah. This actually looks really good. I'm actually excited for it.
It's PG-13. A dude named Taylor James is Samson, the hero from, the book of Judges, who is blessed by God with superhuman strength, and it looks pretty gnarly. What? Rutger Hauer's in it?
Yeah.
How have I not watched this trailer? It looks pretty dope, dude.
It's been a while since I've...
Pureflix.
Yeah.
It's a Pureflix, and it's rated PG-13?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's been a while since I've read the story of Samson. Wasn't Samson... He wasn't a big guy, was he?
Yeah.
He was?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Because I thought he was kind of an average dude, but had super strength. I mean, I don't know where I got that from.
Truly a superhero.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe a pastor at one point from the pulpit said it, and everybody just believed him. Because why would a pastor ever make something up like that?
Yeah. That's probably what it was. Because if you haven't seen the trailer to Samson, it actually looks really
this
really
looks
good.
Fantastic. Samson released today. Obviously a tragic story because Samson, well, you know what? Spoiler alert. If you haven't read the book of Judges in a while,
I haven't.
Yeah. Lindsay Wagner from The Bionic Woman is Samson's mom. Rutger Hauer plays his dad. Billy Zane is a king who feels threatened by the Israelite strength. That Philistine harlot lady, Delilah. She's played by an unknown actress named Caitlin Lee, but I guess if I just said her name, it's not really unknown because that's her name. Also in theaters today, Early Man.
Yeah, this looks dumb.
Stop motion animation, which stars Eddie Redmayne as a stone-age caveman named Doug, spelt D-U-G, who unites his tribe to fight the leader of a Bronze Age city. Tom Hiddleston is the bad guy who wants to enslave him. Maisie Williams from Game of Thrones is in it. There's a cave babe named Guna. So, okay, you've got Early Man in theaters today, which is all about evolution, and you've got Samson, which is from the Bible. So who wins, God or science? Okay. I'm out. I'll see you guys. I'm just kidding.
So
what do you think,
I don't
dude?
know. I'm trying to think if Samson or this Early Man will even be number 2. I don't think so.
Let's be real, okay? As much as Samson looks awesome, and you would think it could do well, most people are going to see the Black Panther.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that means Samson is probably going to come in 8th. It's rated PG-13. It looks like The Scorpion King, and it's a Christian film. And I don't say that negatively because the action looks amazing. The actors look fantastic. But
Jumanji will be
I
number
think it's
2.
gonna cause it to. I want to see Samson. We should go see Samson this weekend.
I know, right? What was number 2 last week? Do you remember?
Yes. It was your pick, Peter Rabbit.
Peter Rabbit.
And number 3 was the 3:10 to Yuma. 14:17 Paris. People are saying Early Man on the live line.
You know what?
Somebody else said Samson's coming in 19th.
I'm going to call Early Man for number 2.
Really?
Yeah, I'll call it. You know, that's families are going to take their kids.
Somebody else said that they were taught as well, like you, that Samson was a geeky nerd, not muscular at all.
Yeah, see,
But
I thought I was taught
it showed God's power through
Exactly.
him.
I could have swore that I've heard that story where he wasn't handsome. He was just an average built guy.
Okay. But if you go back and look at the book of Judges, it actually doesn't say whether he was a big, brawny, like, or if he was a little dude.
And I think
we literally just know he took the Nazirite vow.
Yeah.
We know he didn't cut his hair. We know he
But
wasn't allowed
that
to-
was the whole point. Was I remember them saying that they would have pointed that out if he was this beautiful, strong, tall man. They would have pointed that out. They never did.
Would they?
I mean,
Would they, though?
That's what the pastor said.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. There's something called hermeneutics, and then there's called... Never mind.
Get Brian on the phone.
Yeah.
Get B-Nix on the phone now.
This is just called speculation at this point. But we can speculate all we want about his build, about his size.
Yeah, he totally rocked a man bun. Good call, Patrice. Okay. So what do you think is going to be number 2 at the box office? What's your
You
pick?
say Early Man?
Yeah, I'll say Early Man.
Sadly, that's probably right because Peter Rabbit was number 2. But what was number... Oh, 50 Shades was number 1. You know what?
Oh, darn it.
Yep.
Forgot. Oh, no.
I really hope I'm wrong, but I'm going to go ahead and say either people are going to be nerds and go see the Black Panther this weekend, or they're going to have not been able to celebrate Valentine's Day yet because technically it's Valentine's Day weekend. I'm going to say 50 Shades Freed is number 2.
I think you're right. That's right. You know what? I'll stick to my guns. I'm good.
Okay.
Black Panther will make $210 million over the weekend.
Oh, gosh.
And Early Man will be number 2.
210 million? 170.
I think they predicted that it's going to make $230 million.
Okay.
I think I read that.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
I hope you're right. Don't get me wrong. I want this movie to be incredible. Speaking of incredible, dang it, we got to go to break. If you were a fan of dope 80s movies that featured Danielson, oh man, and her boy Johnny from Cobra Kai, boy, do I have news for you. I, for one, am excited about this. In fact, if you follow along on YouTube, youtube.com/Star88FM, I'm going to go ahead and post the link right there within our live YouTube stream. You can catch this trailer because, bruh.
Yep. If you love Karate Kid, just wait for it. All right, we got to take a break. We're live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Hang out.
I'm Daniel, and it's time to in the techno. Twas announced, and the people everywhere typed/danced and rejoiced aloud with a triumphant huzzah! Blizzard has announced the next release of World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. You quest abroad Azeroth and explore 2 fabled kingdoms as a champion of the Horde or a hero of the Alliance. Recruit allied races to your cause like High Mountain Tauren, Void Elves, or Dark Iron Dwarves. Fight on battlefields and 20-player co-ops and battle all the way to level 120 with 10 new levels. Releasing summer 2018, the X-Pack has new features and content that will, quote, put a hero's dedication and fortitude to the test. So wives, get ready for your husbands to put on 200 pounds and move back into the basement. Surely there's gotta be a better use of our time. I'm Daniel, and now you're in the techno on Star 88.
A supernova on Star 88 with David Jeremiah.
You know, when the British government many years ago sought to reward General Gordon for his brilliant service in China, he declined all money and all titles, but accepted a gold medal that was inscribed with the record of his 33 engagements in behalf of the British Commonwealth. It was his most prized possession. But after his death, they couldn't find the medal. They looked through all of his belongings and they couldn't find it anywhere until they learned through reading his journal that he had sent it to Manchester during a severe famine, directing that it should be melted down and used to buy food for the poor. And under the date of his sending this medal to Manchester, here are the words he wrote in his diary. The last earthly thing I had in this world that I valued, I have given to the Lord Jesus Christ. And you know what? He didn't do that reluctantly. He wrote that with joy in his heart.
Turning Point with David Jeremiah. Don't miss it on our sister station, KNKT, weekdays at 11 a.m. on 107.1 FM. Star 88, real radio for real life on KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe. The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Welcome to the show, caller. What's your name?
Florencia?
Florencia. Turn that radio down, please.
Yeah, got it.
All right. The name of the game is Olympic snowboard trick or Marvel character. You got to get 2 right to win, and you have 1 lifeline. We'll call the biggest nerd in the world. His name is Steve Jeter, and he loves comic books, and he's 40 years old. Okay?
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
Hopefully you
Also
learned
not
from the last
40.
caller.
Not 40.
Okay, well.
However, I've definitely got that Clark Kent going on today. Look at that. I'm even getting the curl.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go.
All right.
Bloody Dracula. Is that a Marvel character or an Olympic snowboard trick? Bloody Dracula.
Marvel character.
Okay, why do you think? Wait, let's talk this through.
You can't.
Regis always talked it through. Let's talk
Sorry,
this through.
I just
Why do you think it's a Marvel character? Because of Dracula?
no, because it just doesn't sound anything like any of the tricks. We actually, it's kind of funny, but my husband made the joke that all the snowboarding tricks kind of sound like they were made by stoners. And
yes.
Yeah, Bloody Dracula doesn't sound like one of them. I could be wrong.
Do you have a lifeline? Would you like to use the lifeline?
Yeah, but she's got to get 2
I'm
right.
just
she
saying.
sounded pretty confident.
Hey, I'm just making sure she knows that she's got the lifeline, okay?
That's also true.
So,
No,
you're
I'm
gonna
going to go
stick?
with Marvel character. I'm going to stick to that.
Bloody Dracula is a snowboard trick.
It's a snowboard trick. Dracula, however, is in Marvel Comics, but the Bloody Dracula.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Bloody Dracula is a
Oh my
snowboard
gosh.
trick. Yeah. That's
Yep.
when the rider grabs the tail with both hands. Boom!
Yep.
Bloody Dracula.
Yep, Bloody Dracula. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. 505-338-3700 is the
Oh.
phone number. Man, nobody's having any luck. in
Dude,
these
for
tickets.
King and Country, Zach Williams, Bethel's going to be there rocking worship. It's going to be incredible, and yet somehow we can't give away these tickets.
He has arrived.
Mm-hmm.
His name, what's your name, caller?
What is?
More food? Did you bring us more food, man?
What is all this food?
Yeah, I hooked you up.
Oh my gosh.
My favorite breakfast.
You know what? If you're going to talk,
Oh
you
my
need to
gosh.
talk to a microphone.
Here, I'm just going to take one. Just going to take one. Aaron Buck Burnett, this smells ridiculous.
It's amazing.
All right. Well, I think we have time for one more round.
Okay.
Good morning, caller. What's your name?
Grace.
Grace, are you ready to play a game for these tickets? Nobody's won these tickets yet. We got to give them away. You ready?
I'm ready.
Here we
I
go.
didn't even know Rudy's did breakfast tacos, bro.
I didn't know you could say their name
All
on the
right.
air.
I didn't say I liked it. I just said I didn't know
The
Rudy's did
game,
breakfast
the game
tacos.
is Olympic snowboard trick or Marvel character. You have a lifeline to call the biggest nerd in the world. His name is Steve Jeter. 2 right to win. Here we go.
I'm winning these for Jay Marie.
You go.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful. All right. The Flying Dutchman. The Flying Dutchman, is that a Marvel character
It's a pirate ship.
or an Olympic snowboard trick? And again, you got that lifeline. What do you think?
I'm going to go with
Use your lifeline.
She sounded kind of confident, though.
You don't want
I'm
to
gonna
start
go
off on the
with,
wrong foot.
Let's see.
Flying.
No.
No cheating back there. I heard that.
That was my daughter. She was trying to cheat. I'm
What a
not.
cheater.
No cheating, Ari.
Yeah, all right.
Gosh, what a cheater.
Flying Dutchman.
We're trying to win these for Jay Marie.
I need an answer, or you can use your lifeline.
I'm going to use my lifeline.
Okay, we're calling Steve Jeter, the biggest nerd in the universe. Steve Jeter, are you there?
Hello?
Go ahead.
Oh, yes. Hello? What's the question, please?
My question is the Flying Dutchman a Marvel character or a snowboarding trick?
First of all, the most famous Flying Dutchman obviously comes from the Pirates of the Caribbean films.
3 seconds. 2,
but I'm pretty sure definitely
0. I'm sorry, we lost Steve-O. Go ahead. I need an answer. The Flying Dutchman, Marvel character or Olympic snowboard trick?
Can I help her?
Marvel character.
You're going to say Marvel character, and you know what?
Yes.
You are correct. Good job. Just need one more.
He's
need
friends
one
with
more.
the Silver Surfer. I'm a nerd.
Here we go. Fat Cobra. Fat Cobra, is that a Marvel character?
It's a Limp Bizkit song.
Or an Olympic snowboard trick? Fat Cobra. What do you think?
Fat Cobra?
Fat Cobra. Fat Cobra.
F-A-T.
Okay.
Like a chubby snake.
Fat Cobra.
Fat Cobra.
I'll leave.
So me if I was a cobra. All right.
You got this. You got this. You got this. What do you think?
Okay, I'm trying to see. Oh no, Fat Cobra is coming. Or is it, man, he totally nailed that Fat Cobra.
I need an
I'm
answer.
going to go with Olympic snowboarding.
Olympic?
Wait, hold on. Are you sure you want to pick that answer? I don't think you should.
But this.
Yeah, final answer.
Final answer?
I'm trying to help you. I'm
Final
serious.
answer?
I'm serious.
Final answer? The
Listen
Fat
to
Cobra.
me. I know what I'm talking
is
about.
a Marvel
You know what? Just remember, Buck tried to help you.
Yeah, he did.
And you did not listen.
We will never get these tickets out of our hands.
Do you want to try to play a round of this game we're doing? Try to win some tickets for somebody, Buck?
Yeah,
You wanna do
somebody
that?
actually asked me to win them some tickets. So I'll help out.
Yeah.
Jay Marie has tried every single day.
Jay Marie, you call right now.
Let me just play for Jay Marie, and she can, we'll just do it that way. Is that okay?
You want to do it that way?
I'm taking the liberty of saying yes. We'll just do it that way.
Wow.
As the elder,
Here we go.
he is entitled to do that.
All right.
We got to respect him. He's old.
This one's for you, Jay Marie. The game is Olympic snowboard trick or Marvel character. I will give you a name, Buck. You have to guess whether it's an Olympic
cannot
snowboard
use
trick.
Google, and you cannot use me as a live line.
Why can't I use you as a lifeline? I get to abide by all the other
That's
rules.
true. He
Okay,
does.
fine. But you only get me once.
Yep. The
How many?
greatest nerd.
What do we have to get? 2 right?
2 right to win.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Here we go. Your first one. The Crippler. The Crippler, is that a Marvel character or a snowboard trick? The Crippler.
Well, it used to be Chris Benoit.
Oh,
He was the wrestler. who
I met
also
him at the food court at Coronado Mall.
Yep. We had him on the show.
Yeah, we actually had him on the show.
Gosh.
He was a nice guy, but definitely you could tell there's something a little off when he was hanging out.
Yep.
I think he might have suffered from CTE, possibly.
Dude.
So my initial thought is it's a snowboarding move. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the 180 rule and go exactly opposite of what I think and say it's a Marvel character.
The Crippler, Marvel character. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
The Crippler
Steve-O, am I right?
is a snowboard move.
What?
It involves a 540-degree spin.
I actually knew that one.
Really?
Oh, Jay Marie, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's
Buck's out
terrible.
of the game.
It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Singing in the rivers of your majesty, dancing to the rhythms of your melody. I see you everywhere that I go. Steady, singing in the rivers of your majesty, dancing to the rhythms of your melody. I see you everywhere that I go. I find rest knowing that there's no end to this love. The darkness surrounds me. Your presence is on me. I find strength knowing that your faithfulness endures. The darkness surrounds me. Your presence is on me. Singing in the rivers of your majesty, dancing to the rhythms of your melody. I see you everywhere that I go. Steady, singing in the rivers of your majesty, dancing to the rhythms of your melody. I see you everywhere that I go. I find rest knowing that there's no end to this love. The darkness surrounds me. Your presence is on me. I find strength knowing that your faithfulness endures. The darkness surrounds me. Your presence is on me. Even if I make my bed in hell, there you'll be. Even if my faith can move the mountains, still you'll be. Even if I make my bed in hell, there you'll be. Even if my faith can move the mountains, still you'll be. Yeah.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O on Star 88.
Hey, welcome back to the show, everybody.
It's good to be here.
It's Friday. Whoa! Could it be Party Horn Friday?
Oh, we'll
I think
find
it
out.
might be. Brody. Oh, man. Coming up, more chances to win Roadshow Tour tickets, but not right now. Not right now. A little later on in the show. Sam Swan will be joining us coming up at 8. Maybe we'll try to track down Brody Parker, Steve-O's 5-year-old son.
He's pretty adorbs, guys. Pretty adorbs.
He was pretty adorbs when he called me the other day.
Yes, yeah.
I'll dig up that
This
audio.
is true. This is true.
Yep.
He most definitely did call you.
It's the worst. He always wakes me up when I'm
Okay,
right in the
you know
middle
what?
of a beautiful nap.
You should be lucky that a brilliant, beautiful child like that would care enough to want to call you.
You're right.
To desire
You're right. I'm selfish.
to call you.
I'm selfish.
Well, I'm out of bounds, guys.
Oh my gosh, darn it. I didn't even notice. Sorry, guys, but
Please hold for the next available radio host.
No, you can't do that because it's a par 5.
You are very
and
important to us. Please
I'm
hold.
on the 3rd shot.
If you're holding,
Here's
please
the
hold.
No, I just...
Man, you're impatient. Why don't you try clipping your nails while you wait?
Playing golf class, guys.
Or just bite them. Please hold. You know, those dishes aren't going to do themselves.
Nice.
Thank you for holding.
Okay,
Transferring
good.
now.
I did it. Done.
Woo! So lucky, man.
That was awesome.
Man, I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. Starmy member. Are you there? Hello?
Yeah.
So sorry for that.
Are you
So unprofessional.
doing the snowboard or Marvel
No,
character?
this is even more embarrassing.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, what's more embarrassing? I mean, let's be real.
Sorry. No, we're not. We're not doing it for a little bit. I'm so sorry.
You were playing the clip from yesterday, weren't you?
Yeah.
Well, no, but we're still playing it at some point. We're just not doing it right now.
Okay.
I'm
I'll
so
call back.
sorry. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So embarrassing.
I can't believe you embarrassed me like that, man. All right. Let's just get this out of the way because we talked a little bit about the shooting and stuff that happened. I mean, we don't need to jump into that whole conversation, but I think it's definitely important to point out a few things when it comes to what happened a couple days ago in Parkland, Florida. We should be aware of our surroundings. If we see something that doesn't seem right, we definitely need to call it out. Yeah, I mean, those I think right there, let's start with that because that's the biggest thing is nobody knows what to do.
Right.
You know, how do we handle the situation? And of course, I'm sure just by me saying that, people are going to blow up. Oh my gosh, I know the answer. Okay, well, sorry, but we're not having that conversation. But this right here, this story I'm going to share is why I'm talking about it because yesterday there was almost another school shooting. 18-year-old Joshua O'Connor was planning a similar attack at his high school in Everett, Washington. It's about 30 miles north of Seattle. He already had 2 guns. He'd been researching improvised explosive devices, and he'd been filling his journal with detailed plans about what he wanted to do. His journal entries included stuff about how he wanted to, quote, make it count and kill as many people as possible. And he'd been reading about other mass shootings to make sure he didn't make any mistakes. But here's what happened. His grandmother found one of the guns and the journal, and she's the one who called the cops and turned him in.
Man.
They arrested him on Tuesday, one day before the Parkland shooting. They think he also robbed a convenience store this week to help fund the mass shooting.
Wow.
So he's facing charges for first-degree robbery and attempted first-degree murder.
And if you guys don't think that, it's difficult to spot something, I just played a whole other round of Golf Clash, and Dex didn't even notice, and I'm 2 feet away from him. Yeah. If you see something, say something. You didn't even notice.
Well, I wasn't looking in your direction
I
until
even got,
you
I
actually said
bogeyed
something.
though, so it was.
Hold on,
it was
but
on me.
Wait a second.
I bogeyed.
I overheard something, so I wasn't looking in your direction, but I overheard you say.
You need to be diligent.
I heard
Vigilant.
something that was like, "Oh,
Vigilant.
wait a second, what did I just hear?" And I took action.
Shout out to Grandmama.
Shout out to Grandmama. Grandmama, you are a hero.
Yes, you are.
I mean, there's no telling how many countless lives you saved by acting. You know? Ugh, I don't want to get into the shooting that happened, but
yeah.
I mean, just to read about the parents, the foster parents, and how they knew they gave him a key to the gun cabinet where the gun was stored. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
So yeah, again, just know your surroundings. And
know if your partner is actually doing something that they were
specifically
told not to do, like, I don't know, play Golf Clash.
You broke a rule, man.
I also broke YouTube. I apologize, guys.
Is it? glitching again?
It's not glitching. It's just blurry.
Oh, it's about ready to go.
Probably
out.
because I was on golf class. I was like sucking up
Oh
all
my
the
gosh!
bandwidth.
You gotta stop that.
Sorry.
I don't know if this YouTube thing's gonna work out.
It's gonna work, guys.
Yesterday,
gonna work.
glitched out on us. 505-585-LIVE. You can text into the show. You can also call in 505-338-3700. And let's get back to your headlines because you wanted to talk about something you were kind of interrupted by the
Well,
break.
speaking of heroes, there are times in our life where maybe we saw a hero. A hero named Danielson.
Okay.
If you're following along on YouTube Live or on Facebook Live, I just posted the link for the first footage. The first footage for Cobra Kai! Am I
Oh my
right?
gosh, are you kidding me? What?
Let's be real. When you hear that Ralph Macchio and William Zabka are returning for a Karate Kid web series called Cobra Kai, you were like, there's no way this is real. Because how could our childhood dreams really be coming true?
Wax on, wax off.
Oh, it's real, my friends.
It's real. It's wheelie wheel, guys.
A trailer hit the web yesterday, and it looks like it's going to be a super dope nostalgia trip, unless it's just me, because Jared already said yawn. But that's okay, because Jared's older than us, and he doesn't understand what was cool when we were little kids.
Yeah.
Okay? But the first footage has been released for Cobra Kai. The show is set 30 years after Danielson had to face Johnny and face-kicked him into second place at the All-Valley Karate
Let's
Tournament.
relive that.
So you okay? Can you go on? Get him a body bag! Yeah! All right. Feet. Warning for illegal contact with the knees. Johnny! Finish him!
Oh! What are you doing? What is this? Danielson is so awesome. That doesn't really translate well in audio. So
Everybody's seen the movie, bro, and everybody just got
my
the
kids
chills.
have not. I know.
Can I be there when they watch it?
Yeah,
because that was
absolutely.
awesome when I got to.
I know.
What did we watch?
Not the Goonies, because I watched the Goonies with them. What did we watch? Oh, The Matrix.
Matrix.
Showed
No,
them
not the Matrix. Over at Bill's. What did we watch at Bill's?
Oh, it's Goonies.
No, we didn't watch Goonies.
Ferris Bueller's Day
Ferris
Off.
Bueller's Day Off. Sorry, CTE guys.
My kids are great.
Yeah.
You just got to raise them well, okay? Apparently I haven't, because they haven't seen the first Karate Kid movie. Essentially, Danielson has a family and runs a string of car dealerships, but Johnny's kind of down on his luck. So he decides to reopen Cobra Kai, his karate dojo from back in the day. Trailer ends with Daniel and Johnny face to face, and Daniel saying, "Johnny, you and I, we aren't done." Here's the question. How come Daniel sounds like the jerk and Johnny sounds like the nice guy who's down on his luck just trying to do something for kids? He's opening Cobra Kai and he wants to be, wants to relive the glory days and teach children self-defense. And Daniel runs a bunch of car dealerships like a jerk.
Well, clearly because...
Shout out to Paul DiLorenzo if you're listening. I mean, you're not... I love you. You're actually one of my favorite people.
You're waxually? Did you just say you waxually? Like wax on, wax off? Yeah.
Wax.
That's
yes.
pretty good, man.
Yes.
Fighting positions. Fire!
Quality
I just
DiLorenzo
don't know
son.
why you'd ever want to bring back Cobra Kai.
We do not train to be merciful here. Mercy is for the weak.
Okay.
You may know the moves, but none of that matters unless you have balance.
Okay, so in the trailer, you see them in Cobra Kai Dojo.
Yeah!
Facing off. Here's what I told Steve-O off the air this morning. I'm calling it right now, guys. I'm calling it. Because my first thought was, wait a second, at the end of Karate Kid 1,
shh, don't say anything. Dude just chimed in and said, 29-year-old man here. I've never seen the original Karate Kid movies. Are they any good?
Sorry, then you got to turn off your radio and never listen to us again.
No! Yes, they are very good. Especially Karate Kid 2, bro. Play Chicago.
Spoiler alert.
Play Chicago.
Spoiler alert. At the end, Johnny loves Daniel. They become friends. He's happy.
No.
He's pumped.
Have you ever
he lifts
seen the Karate
the
Kid?
trophy up and he says, you are the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep us down.
They're the best. That's not what happens.
They become best friends.
They don't-
okay,
they do not
So
become
I'm
best
calling it
friends.
right now. Hold on. I think in the movie Cobra Kai, it's gonna seem like they're about ready to face off, and they're about ready to just start, smack talking
They're not
each other.
best friends.
And all of a sudden, they're gonna start laughing, and then they're gonna hug each other and be like, "Man, it's been forever. What you been up to, Johnny?" "I don't know, Daniel. What have you been up to?"
No.
Selling cars. Cars or insurance? What did you say? Was he insurance?
He has a string of car dealerships.
Car dealerships. Yeah. That's what's. I'm calling it right now. They're best friends.
Okay, they're not best friends.
Yes, they are.
Either way, Cobra Kai will be releasing to YouTube very soon.
Yeah. And,
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It debuts this year on YouTube's paid streaming service, YouTube Red, later this year. Cobra Kai.
I can't believe how old they look.
Speaking of can't believe how old they look, as expected, the Smashing Pumpkins announced their reunion tour. He's really slow on the music this morning, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, well.
So I was like, my confession, dear myself. Okay, just waiting.
The world
Thank
is
you.
a vampire.
The group will feature Billy Corgan, guitarist James Iha, and drummer Jimmy Chamberlain from the classic lineup. But as we mentioned earlier in the week, bassist Darcy Retsky is not back. Bunch of drama around that. We talked about it earlier in the week. Blah, 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 blah. She hasn't been with the band since 1999. These guys have not been together for over 15 years. Oh, in any event, the tour is set to kick off in Arizona this July, and about 4 shows in, they're playing on my birthday in Austin, Texas, which I hear is lovely. So, who's taking me? Who's taking me to Austin?
I've never been to Austin.
To see the Pumpkins.
I'll take you, man.
Yeah, not you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cool. In any event, as I said, Arizona in July. It's going to feature songs from their first 5 albums. Why did you pause that?
Because I knew you'd freak out.
Talking Gish, Siamese Dream, Melancholy and Infinite Sadness, Adorer, and Machina / The Machines of God.
Good morning. Thank you for holding for so long.
Yes, hi, good morning.
Good
Hi,
morning.
yes, hi.
Good morning.
Hello, hi, yes. Hi. Yes, hello.
I'd like to give a perspective on the subject where right now, because of the school shooting that took place, everyone is talking about, again, gun control. As if that's the magic answer to the issue of using a weapon. And perspective is, I'm from a different country where during the 80s and the 90s, the government took away the right of regular citizens to purchase weapons. And growing up, I remember uncles that owned weapons. My own father had a weapon. And I'm not going to say life was perfect, but the feeling of, being safe in your street where we could ride bicycles to school, very normal growing up where you didn't feel the danger that is going on today. And if you want to know, Google how many police officers have died in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil in 2017. Don't take it from me. Google the answer, how many police officers have died in 2017 fighting crime in Rio. Rio is just a state in Brazil where no one can own a weapon. Regular citizens cannot own a weapon, but criminals are taking weapons left and right illegally, purchasing weapons left and right illegally. And they know if a regular Joe doesn't have a weapon to defend themselves, and we can't rely on the police down there because the police is outnumbered by the criminals now. So Google and find the answer. How many police officers died in 2017 in Rio de Janeiro fighting crime, where gun control has taken over and regular citizens no longer own weapons.
Yeah.
Find out.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, dude. I knew a Rio once. She was really nice. Her name was Rio. She danced on the sand.
Just like that river, twisting through a dusty land.
Man, and when she shined, she really shows you all she can.
Oh, Rio dance.
Cross the Rio Grande. I'm so mad that you answered the phone, you idiot.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. Yep, pretty much. No, thank you for calling. But here's the
thank
thing.
you.
Here's the thing. If you're
Thank
still
you.
listening, we've gone into the whole gun control thing.
Speaking of
We're
the
not gonna
80s and
do it.
90s, he mentioned
Not
Rio
gonna
in
do
the
it.
80s and 90s, and Danielson
gonna
was in
happen.
the 80s and Smashing Pumpkin. They were in the 90s. So therefore, he was still technically on topic because he was talking about the 80s and 90s. We were too.
Okay.
It's our fault.
You know what?
Maybe we were too general with our discussion.
You're right. You're right.
Much like the generals.
It's a hot
in
topic.
Rio de Janeiro.
It's a hot topic.
Okay.
It's a hot topic. Look at the time. Look at the time. All right, we got to take a quick break. We're live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. When we come back, Party Horn Friday with Brody. Winter Olympic highlights. And insurance salesman lost 100 pounds, grew a beard, and now he's a top male model. Wait till you see how this guy completely changed his look. We got that. And a new study says blind people watch about as much TV as the rest of us. Triple G, you out there? Huh? 505-585-LIVE. You can text into the show. We're also at YouTube. You guys can go and watch the show. Subscribe to our page, Star 88 FM, and watch the show. And we're at Facebook Live. You guys can go there. Good morning, Kim. Love the movie Rio. Okay. We'll be right back. Hang on.
This is a fresh thought. Listen up to Levi Lusko.
You have your ways, I have mine. Many of our ways were modeled to us by our parents. Our ways we saw, and we adopted our ways because that's how mom handled conflict. That's how dad spent money. That's how we saw it modeled for us on television. That's how we see it modeled for us on Instagram. Our worldview, our ways, our actions, our words. I'm trying to caution you. The ways you let in become, eventually, the ways you are setting. Now, sometimes people speak derogatorily about going through the motions. I was just going through the motions, right? Kind of phoning it in, not putting your heart into it. Let me just tell you something. Going through the motions is only a problem if you're going through the wrong motions.
For more fresh thoughts, go to LeviLusko.com. Here's a Star 88 solar flare with Danny Goki. I'd rather be a light than add to the darkness. I want to leave this world better than I found it. Star 88 and a solar flare.
I could write a million songs for this feeling that I can't resist. I knew it was right when you broke into my life. Tell me all the places we could go. If we never try, then we'll never know. Yeah, we'll be alright even outside of the lines. I won't give up on you, cause you don't give up on me. We can paint this town together. We can bring this world to color. I won't give up on you, cause you don't give up on me. Going all out for each other. We can make it last forever. I'm gonna love you till my heart stops beating. I'm gonna love you till my heart stops beating. I'm gonna love you till my heart stops beating. Ooh, ooh, Look at all the pages we've been through, all the tug of war I played with you. One-way conversations never seem to fly. You show me the world from way up high. Always got my back, got it every time. Never let me down, never let me say goodbye. I won't give up on you, cause you don't give up on me. We can paint this town together. We can bring this world to color. I won't give up on you, cause you don't give up on me. Going all out for each other. We can make it last forever. me say goodbye.
Andy Stanley examines the life of David in this Star PowerPoint.
This was the posture that God desired for the entire nation, and they just wouldn't stay there. They wanted a king. But in their second king, they found a man who understood the perspective that God wanted the entire nation to maintain. And in this king, we discover a man who maintained a perspective that your heavenly Father wants you to maintain and wants me to maintain throughout my life as well. He says this: no one who hopes in you will ever be put to shame. No one who hopes in you will ever be put to shame. And then he writes something that kings don't write. Then he documents a thought for us that kings don't generally embrace. It's so unusual. He writes, guide me. David, you're the king. But guide me in your truth and teach me, for you are God, my Savior, and my hope is in you all day long.
That's Andy Stanley with a PowerPoint on Star 88.
What's going on in the news today?
We are committed to working with state and local leaders to help secure our schools and tackle the difficult issue of mental health.
The president focusing on mental health as he did after the mass shootings in Las Vegas and Sutherland Springs, Texas. No mention of gun control.
American ski star Michaela Schifrin took gold in the women's giant slalom.
The FDA has approved a blood test to detect concussions, which can also identify possible brain injuries.
Cheeseburgers and chocolate milk are being removed from McDonald's Happy Meal menu. Traffic deaths on U.S. roads fell to just over 40,000 last year.
Senators will keep searching for a DACA compromise for immigrants brought here illegally as kids that may also include funding for a border wall and immigration reforms.
Veterans Affairs Secretary David Shulkin addressing an inspector's general report he had improperly accepted gifts and used taxpayer funds to pay for parts of a European trip last year, including airfare for his wife.
I've made the decision to reimburse the Treasury to follow the IG recommendations, and I'm committed to doing what we have to do to focus on veterans and make this better.
Mortgage rates, they have jumped this week to their highest level in nearly 4 years. 30-year fixed rate, according to Freddie Mac, at 4.38%.
South Africa's ruling party has chosen Cyril Ramaphosa as the country's next president.
2 astronauts fix a bulky robotic arm.
You're a bulky robotic arm. Good morning.
Cool.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Shout out to our member of the Starmy who is in Dallas for a conference this weekend, but getting their daily dose of the morning invasion before the first session. Love you! Love you! That is awesome. You can shout out from wherever you're listening from throughout the nation and
shout
world.
outs. Shout outs, guys. Shout outs.
505-585-LIVE. That is our text in live line. That's 505-585-5483.
Shout it out, man. Shout it out.
Welcome to the morning invasion.
Shout out to Caleb Crump. Remember him?
Yeah.
Caleb Crump, man. Shout out.
So random. Broadcasting live from the beach water park. Dance, dance, dance. It's a team thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I remember.
Yep.
R.I.P.
He was
Beach
a
water
nice
park.
guy. Nice guy. Very nice guy. Yeah, we're at YouTube Live. You can go watch the show there. Go subscribe to our channel. And go to Facebook Live. You can go there and watch the show as well.
Yeah.
We're finding out that, when you get the new Apple phone and it, you just couldn't wait and you just, had to get the phone before everybody else and then you get it and then there's all these glitches to it. That's how I feel about YouTube right now. I mean, it was so new and like, wow, it's like the cool place to be. But he just keeps glitching.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Really sorry.
Oh, I apologize to the Starmy. But thanks for hanging in there, YouTube.
Yeah.
You know? Anyways, we just wanted to make us more available to everybody out there that doesn't have a Facebook page.
Okay.
Your chance coming up later on in the show for Roadshow tour tickets, and we're going to be speaking to the boys, or one of the boys from the band For King and Country.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Luke or Joel, who's it going to be? Maybe both. I don't know. They're
We
both
had Luke like the last 2 times. Come on, Joel.
Yeah, Joel. What's up, Joel? Huh? Anywho.
Whoever wants to know what's going on with my sports goggles, do they look like sports goggles?
Yeah.
Like if you have headphones on, I guess,
Safety
maybe?
/ sports
Does
goggles.
this really look like sports goggles?
Yeah, they do, actually. There was a kid on my son's basketball team that wore those exact same frames.
No, they didn't. And if they did, shout out to that kid because he's very stylish. I wore different. I got like 3 pair of glasses last week.
Yeah.
Because it used to be that they were crazy expensive.
Yeah.
What?
No, I was just reading what it said. It says Gucci on the side.
It does not.
Why does it say Gucci on the side of your...
You know what the funny thing is? I totally own a pair of Gucci glasses.
Do you really?
Yes.
Wow. And a Gucci couch.
Not sunglasses. Glasses. I used to really care about my glasses. And then they got really expensive, and I was like, you know what? Can't afford these. But lately, they were like on the cheap, yo. So I got like 3 new pair. And I wore a different pair because somebody said, oh, it's because Dex making funny because they're safety goggles. And I'm like, never wearing any other glasses but these for the rest of my life.
No, I actually really like those on your face. I do. But I bet you if somebody first took a glance at you, they would probably think you're wearing safety goggles.
Okay.
But I mean, that's okay.
Hey, what size is your shirt, you jerk?
What does that mean?
Because Lobo Men's Hockey, they're going to hook us up with some Lobo hockey
Oh,
gear.
no way.
So, I mean, I don't have to. I'm just going to tell them. I wear medium Lobo hockey.
Me too. I'm pretty much a medium now. I'm a large. Not an XL no more, guys. No XL. I'm an L now. I'm an L.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Looper also says he doesn't like, his son doesn't like you clean shaven, that you need to fix that as well. They're both very judgy.
Throwing back pretty quick, though.
Very judgy this morning. I'm wearing safety goggles. You look like a baby.
Yeah. Yeah. My beard's almost back. Give me a couple more days. Probably Monday. I'll look like I usually always do. All right. Let's talk about this survey where they asked people to name the things that have been replaced by technology that they miss the most.
Ooh.
Okay. So if you're our age or above, then you're going to be able to relate to this list. Name the things that have been replaced by technology that you miss the most. You guys can chime in. You can add to that list as well if you'd like. When you think about that, what do you miss about, you rocked a cool picture of you and Scotty back in 1992.
How crazy is that? You got to get to my Instagram, guys, at Steve O'Jeets. I posted it yesterday for my brother's birthday. I love that dude. I might have gotten a little teary-eyed when I called him yesterday and then posted that because he's a really, really good guy.
Yeah, try to guess which one's Steve-O, because I was totally wrong.
Most people couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, you guys look like twins, and you're super handsome. Both are just super handsome kids.
Yep.
What were we talking about? Oh, I was. Why were we talking about that? So back in 1992, when that photo was taken, what kinds of things were you doing that we don't do anymore? Probably answering a home phone. That's the one thing I think I miss. Is just the only way to contact somebody was if you called them at home.
Yeah,
I kind of miss that.
Yeah,
the answering machine.
Dude, Kim totally nailed it. Thank you, Kim. Also, Mark. Everybody else but you knew who I was right away.
Nope.
Get there, check it out.
I didn't know.
Felicia says, I missed the disposable cameras. You had to drop them off and wait a week for your pictures. I'm like 50-50 on that.
Really?
Okay. One of my favorite bands in all of the universe, Blindside. Silence is one of the greatest rock albums of all time. Let's be real. So good. So Blindside decides to go on a tour with POD. And it was like right at the height of both of them being just monstrous. And I loved those guys. And I hit them up, and it was like, they're going to be in Denver. We'll hook you guys up early. Come in. Let's hang out. And it was the first time I'd ever spent any amount of time with Sonny Sandoval and the boys from POD. And so I took Christy and we went up to Denver to catch them at the Fillmore. And we brought stuff, and they signed like pictures for Jack because it was we just had baby Jack. So this was that many years ago. And it was dark in the Fillmore. It was really dark in the Fillmore. But we had the crazy disposable camera because that's all there was 15 years ago. I mean, you could have gotten a camera, but... and so we're totally snapping pictures. We were really excited. We had a really great time with them. We got home. We took them to, like the Walgreens or wherever to have them all made. And when we got the pictures, they were all black or blurry.
Yep.
And there was nothing. It was just like grainy, and you couldn't see anything. And it was awful.
Yeah.
And I was so bummed because it was like, we don't have any pictures to commemorate that really dope trip.
Yep.
And so I do miss disposable cameras because the anticipation, but dude, when your photos didn't work out, it was devastating.
Oh, I know. You get so excited to see that one photo. I wonder how it's going to look. But I love the anticipation and the surprise, especially when you find a disposable camera that you have no idea what's on it, and you're going, oh my gosh, I can't wait to develop this.
Oh,
and you get the pictures back, and you're, these
as
are
long as they're
great.
good. As long as they're good. Because again, imagine being the kid at the Super Bowl and Justin Timberlake's going up the aisle and he's singing next to him, and all the kid wants is to commemorate that moment. And so he get disposable camera, flips it around, and then, but his thumb was in front of it. He never has that ever.
Yeah.
Sad.
Disposable cameras, man.
Sad.
I like that. 505-338-3700. They surveyed and asked people to name the things that have been replaced by technology that they miss the most. Good morning.
Hey, I miss buying music from a music store.
Yeah. I mean, you still...
Just like you would go to, Hastings or those music... I can't even remember the name of the other place I used to go to. But
Sam Goody.
Just, being a kid and, an album coming out and wanting to get there first, have it first.
Yep.
Having to save your $15 bucks for
midnight
a CD.
release.
Yeah, dude, I loved midnight release parties.
That was number
those
10
are
on the
best.
list. Buying CDs and having a CD collection was number 10 on this list that they surveyed.
You know what I don't miss? People stealing it.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, true. I've had a book of CDs stolen back when I was about 17 years old from high school.
Mm-hmm. All right, thanks, man.
Yeah, all my Smashing Pumpkins and STP and all that good stuff was all gone, man, one day.
You'll never be able to hear them
All right.
again. It's just so sad. Yeah, so sad. Thanks, man. Having a pen pal was number 9.
Oh.
I used to have a pen pal.
Okay.
Her name was Joy. I met her at camp.
Really?
Yep.
A pen pal, or is that like
Camp Wananunu. At Camp Wananunu. She was my camp counselor.
No, I know you're just making stuff up. You're an idiot.
I can't remember camp, okay? So I came up with Camp Wananunu. But that was a camp.
You
This
could
is a
have
real
said
story.
Camp Wampanoagano,
This is a
and
real
it would have
story.
been like throwback.
It's a real story.
Excellent.
But that's
I'll
not
accept that.
that's not true because that's your camp. Mine's Camp Wananunu. Okay. And at Camp Wananunu, Joy was one of the camp counselors, and I was probably 9 and she was 17. And we fell in love.
No, you did not.
This was our song.
You did not fall in love.
Yes, we did.
Nowadays, she would go to jail for that. So
I thought
maybe
we were
stop
in love.
telling this story.
I thought we were in love.
You should
She
stop.
clearly
You
didn't
should definitely
think
stop
we were in
telling the story.
love. But she gave me her address so I could send her letters, and I did. And she wrote to me as well. So we were technically pen pals.
Okay. Live line's going crazy.
Where are you, Joy?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483.
I don't remember your last name.
I miss Hastings. I miss a flip phone. I miss hanging up on someone when I'm upset. It'll never be the same with these smartphones. Flipping that thing closed.
Do you remember star 67 or star 69 so you could see who called you?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, speaking of, we need to give a shout out because that homie that just chimed in also said, can you please give a shout out to Octavian? He's 7 years old and watching us on YouTube before school.
Yeah.
His name is Octavian.
It's a great name.
Please don't go into the sciences, because at some point you're going to think you're doing something to change the world, and then you're going to get fused to these crazy metal arms, and then next thing you know, you're the villain and getting punched in the face by Spider-Man. So Octavian, listen, you don't have to go down that road. I realize your parents named you something very interesting, but
Wrong.
shout out 7-year-old. That's incredible.
Thanks for watching us.
Somebody said I miss burning that perfect mix CD.
Oh yeah, you know what? That was number 1 on this list that they surveyed. Making mixtapes was number 1. And yeah, can you still buy cassette players at the store? I want to look into that.
Yeah. Somebody said I miss having free air at all of the gas stations. Right?
Free air. Some do.
No. Tell me one in town. I'd love to know.
Really?
Yeah.
I can give you
it's like
2
a
locations.
buck and you use your credit card now.
Hold on. Next time you go to a gas station, go in and say, "Hey, can I get some air?" And they'll turn it on for you. Try it.
Okay.
Just try it. I don't know if all of them do it, but ones that I go to, all you got to do is just go ask.
Somebody said, I don't miss any of this old tech. It was terrible. Phones before caller ID, that stunk. Printed pictures were bad. Cassettes were big and bulky. Car windows had a crank. It was all meh. Wow. That is someone.
Was that Heidi?
That's
that Heidi who texted in, but she was
no,
really
because
young.
I was
back
going to
then.
say car windows never cranked for Heidi. Heidi's like 17, and she's like, cranked car window? What is this, the 1800s? I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
So I turn it? How does it work?
Seriously, guys. I remember the first time I got in a car that had like power windows, and I was like,
blown away.
What is this magical
And remember
wizardry?
when you could just like tap it up, hold it down, and then it would go up by itself? First time that happened, I was sitting there going, this is beautiful. I don't even have to sit here and wait for it to go all the way up. I just got to double tap it and it goes up. How about sending love letters? Handwritten letters.
I just feel like that's definitely that's more of like a high school thing than a technology thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Is that a lost art? High school. Listen, kids. Y'all aren't writing notes to each other still?
Man, last time I wrote a note, I just remember not remembering how to write correctly. And I would cursive mixed in with, all this jumble and ugh. It's definitely something you got to do a lot to.
Okay.
It's not like riding a bike, that's for sure.
Our boy Jensen Lewis chimed in and said having to check the weather channel on the TV schedule to see what the weather was going to be like for the week. Now we just check out that app, yo.
Having printed photos around the house, definitely something that you don't see very often because of technology.
Somebody said I miss waiting around all day for my favorite song to play on the radio so I could press record on the tape player.
Yeah, man.
Somebody said the patience you learned waiting for a VHS to rewind and having to rewind a cassette manually. For real. Dude, think about that. It really changed albums because there was an art form to it. I love listening to vinyl still because you just enjoy the experience. That was one thing I wanted the kids to have to deal with, my kids. So it's like, dude, pick out a record and we'll throw a record on and you spin it and it's like, there's no skipping songs.
Yeah.
You have to enjoy what they did because, man, the artistry behind making a solid record that just like flowed, you don't have that anymore because now it's like all about this. Most people just download singles. Ugh.
I got a cassette tape as a gift the other day, and I opened it up, and I smelled inside the cassette.
That plastic smell?
Smelled like Marlboro cigarettes.
Okay.
From the 80s. It was beautiful. I was like, it catapulted me back in time.
Somebody said handing my teenager a rotary phone and telling her to dial a number, pure hilarity.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those YouTube videos of parents that they video their kids trying to call somebody on that.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Somebody said I miss people having to actually know how to spell words and do math without spell check or calculators. That's true. Dude, back in the day, we had like Encyclopedia Britannicas. That was like my Google.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just remember going through all of the encyclopedias. I sound like a nerd. Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, pretty much. I think we nailed most of these. The excitement of seeing how the photos from a roll of film turned out. That was on the list. Recording TV shows on your VCR, putting photos into albums, making mixtapes was the number one thing that people said they missed.
You ready for this one? This one could be my favorite one anybody has said so far. How many times did you do this? Having to call a movie theater to check movie times.
Oh, man, yeah.
And when you missed your movie,
the worst.
Having to listen to the whole thing all over again.
I totally remember that.
Oh, my God.
Your friend or somebody would they would be loud, and you know that your movie was coming up, and then they'd say it, and you'd miss it.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Mm-hmm.
My mind is blown because I forgot about this, and it was a magical experience. You're on the phone and you're waiting. Listen, children, you'd have to call a phone number, and it was the actual theater. You couldn't get all of the theaters in town instantaneously. It was the one movie theater. And it was like, hello, thank you for calling the Four Hills 12. We are located at, and you're like, oh my gosh. And then finally it's like, for showtimes, press 1.
Yeah.
For direct, boop. Titanic. 10 a.m. 1 p.m. 4:15. You're like, dude, I don't want to see Titanic.
I bet they still have that.
Oh my gosh. That was my favorite.
Yeah.
Can we bring that back? Can we please bring that back?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Somebody said going outside. Seriously. Going on adventures outside, building things out of mud, sticks.
Yeah.
Somebody else said going to the park and all of the kids in the neighborhood actually being out there and hanging out together.
Yep.
After school at the park, man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People barbecuing out there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot different, man. It's a different time. I mean, it's all about making that Spotify playlist, adding photos, not to, a photo album, but to your Facebook photo memories. It's so different now.
There's so many things that were not as awesome, but I still get nostalgic from time to time and miss. Like when CDs first came out, not everybody had the CD player in the car. So you remember you had like the cassette converter that you could plug into your Discman,
Mm-hmm.
but you had to be really careful because that Discman would skip.
It didn't have the 30-second anti-skip. Remember when they came out with the anti-skip CD player?
Dude, that was revolutionary.
I'd sit there and shake it to my friends.
With
It's
a
not
Walkman,
skipping!
with a Walkman, you walk around anywhere. With that thing, it's your cassette. And then all of a sudden the Discman and you're walking like a weird robot because you don't want your song to skip.
Yep.
Snap, dude.
It's one of the greatest pieces of technology, the anti-skip.
Somebody said, who called the movie theaters? Just check the paper.
Check the paper.
That's true. Back when everybody got the paper.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, talking about this survey, they asked people to name things that have been replaced by technology that they miss the most. The number one answer was making mixtapes. Number 2, putting photos into albums. Number 3, recording TV shows on your VCR. And I think a lot of people don't realize is that a lot of the things that we miss are still around. Like somebody's texted in cigarette vending machines. I saw one the other day. How about phone booths? They're still around. We just don't even recognize that they're there.
Our girl Darla chimed in and said getting lost. She misses that because now
The worst.
you don't even need directions. Your phone tells you everything. Guess who's awake?
Brody?
Guess who's awake?
Oh my gosh.
Coming up.
Which four do you like?
My favorite 5-year-old in existence.
Yep. Party on Friday with Brody Parker when we come back.
Star 88 thanks Jake Canales at Doorway Home Loans for becoming a power partner. Jake Canales at Doorway Home Loans provides VA, FHA, USDA, and conventional home loans for purchase and refinance mortgages. Jake Canales, Doorway Home Loans, 505-261-5138. Doorway.com/Jake-Canales. Jake Can. Philippians 4:13. NMLS number 310617. Doorway Home Loans, a DBA of International City Mortgage Incorporated. NMLS number 222730.
Get ready for an unforgettable experience. Compassion International presents The Road Show, featuring For King and Country, Matthew West, Natalie Grant, Zach Williams, Social Club Misfits, and kicking off the evening in worship, Bethel Music. February 24th at the Santa Ana Star Center in Rio Rancho. Seats are just $10 at the door while they last. The Road Show 2018.
I'm Heidi, and here's what's happening. College students, young adults, join Copper Point Church for Wake U 2018 at Pope Joy Theater. It's happening February 28th at 7 p.m. Get ready for excellent worship and teaching by Rich Wilkerson Jr. Star 88 is going to be at Copper Point Church Sunday, February 25th for a live gospel brunch broadcast. We're going to be hanging out from 9 a.m. until noon. Stop by, say hi, and check out what's happening at Copper Point Church. If you would like us to visit your church for a gospel brunch broadcast, let us know. We love being out in our community. Submit your information on our contact page at star88.fm. Do you know about any free events happening in the near future? Maybe something for your community or maybe a free event happening at your church. If you do, let us know about it. We'll talk about your free event on the air and feature it on our website. All you got to do is send us an email to thewire@star88.fm. For more information about these events and more, visit star88.fm. For what's happening, I'm Heidi, and this is Star 88.
This is KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, New Mexico's fresh alternative. Star 88.
Weathered away through a couple of bad months.
Conversation with Dex and Steve-O on Star 88.
Good morning. Welcome to the program. Dex, Steve-O, and the Swan! Hey, Swan.
Hey.
Sam Swan.
Hey, Swan.
Hey, Swan.
What's up, man?
Oh, my microphone, the thing is loose. I'll fix it here in a second. I am enjoying this fall weather. All the leaves
Isn't
are
it so
falling off the
beautiful?
trees as I came on
Yeah.
Calvary's
Oh.
campus. There's leaves all over the ground. So
A little bit of
Thanksgiving,
dew outside.
when Thanksgiving's like in a couple of weeks, right?
Yes, pretty much, basically.
Yep. Did you get your Christmas shopping done yet, guys?
No, last minute.
Get it done. Get it done.
I did do my Valentine's Day shopping.
Oh,
Did you have a good one? Did you have a good one?
Here's what I did.
Hold on. Wait for it, because we got to call somebody.
Oh, okay.
So, we'll tease. We'll tease.
That's called a tease.
We'll
Okay.
tease what you did.
Well done.
Because the greatest couple of all time, Sam Swan and Mrs. Swan.
Her name's Brenda.
Well, I know.
Which, ironically enough, we're about to call another Brenda.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. Dial them up.
Are you gonna set it up? I mean,
Oh,
because when we
the
call
greatest Valentine's. Oh, I thought you meant.
I mean, because when we call a 5-year-old,
Okay, you're right.
he doesn't understand radio. You can't leave him on hold.
Yeah.
You're absolutely.
He's gonna be like, "Why aren't you talking to me?" and
Yeah.
get frustrated and hang up, and the bit's gonna suck.
You know what? You're right. Thank you, Wingman. I need you in my life.
Is that
I'm
him
like,
right there?
we're
Is that
not
live?
doing this and putting him on hold.
You're right.
Trust me.
Okay, so this was like a week ago. I'm at home and all of a sudden my phone rings.
Oh wait, let's back this train up because before the phone call, Brody comes home and he's like kind of upset, and I'm like, "What's wrong, buddy?" And he goes,
This was last Friday.
Can we call Dex?" And I'm like,
so he'd been stewing all day about this.
"Yeah." And I'm like, "Of course we can. What? I mean, are you okay?" And he goes, "You didn't do Party Horn Friday." And I was like,
no.
I'm sorry, producer. What? You didn't do Party Horn Friday. And I said, "Okay, well, do you want us to do Party Horn Friday?" And he goes, "Yes." Can we please call Dex and ask him to please do Party Horn Friday next week? And I was like, "Oh my gosh, you broken little child. Of course we can." And then this happened.
It's so funny.
This is Dex.
Hey, Dex. Hi.
Hey, who's this?
It's Brody.
Oh, hi, Brody. What are you doing?
Just hanging out at home.
Oh, that's cool. Me too.
What did you want to ask him?
I want to tell you something.
Okay.
Why didn't you not sing this anymore at the morning show invasion? Party Horn Friday!
Party Horn Friday?
Yeah.
You want me to start doing Party Horn Fridays?
No.
Oh, you don't?
I want to do it when you're at the morning show.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. I'll do it during the mornings. I'll do Party Horn Fridays.
Okay.
I'll do it again.
Okay.
How does Party Horn Friday go?
Remember when I was 4 and it goes like Party Horn Friday, na 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 na
Oh man, that was so beautiful.
He's got to dance to it and everything. And
Yeah.
he's like, he was so upset that we did not do Party Horn Friday.
Okay, well, anything else we need to explain before we get this?
I told
this
him
little Power Ranger
that
on the phone.
we're not just going to cater to him, because if we cater to his demands, then we got to cater to the whole Starmie.
Yeah. Well-
everybody's got a preference. So in order to do this correctly, it can't just be Party Horn Friday. It's got to be a Power Ranger Party Horn Friday.
I love how he said the morning show invasion.
Yes. Oh, when he grows up, this is what he's going to do. He's doing the morning invasion.
I'm sure.
That's what he said. He
I'm
told
sure
me that.
he is.
That's what he wants to do when he grows up. I said, great, because he's already funnier than me, and he's way cuter, so.
Hello.
Oh, good morning, Brenda.
Hi.
Good
Welcome
morning.
to the show.
Thank you. Here's your little boy.
Okay. That's my mother-in-law.
Hi.
Good morning, Brody Parker. Welcome to the
Sup,
Morning
Brody?
Invasion. Do you know what today is?
Yeah.
What's today? It's Friday, my dudes.
It is Friday, my dude.
But do you know what happens on Friday?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Brody.
He's already
Brody, last week you came home and you made us call Dex because you absolutely wanted to do something on Friday on the Morning Invasion. Do you remember what that was?
Yeah.
Oh yeah? What is it?
Party Horn Friday Power Rangers.
It is Party Horn Friday, Power Rangers edition. We will totally party horn this bad boy. But before we get crazy with the party horn, catch us up on Power Rangers, bro. What's going on?
Bad guys were trying to steal Santa's computer so that they won't do the Red Ranger, and then they won't see the base and then steal the energy.
Wow.
They're trying to see the bad guys were on the naughty list, and they wanted presents, and it was like they had to steal Santa's computer.
Yes.
But in turn, they were stealing, so they were still on the naughty list.
Yes.
But were any of the Power Rangers on the naughty list?
Nope.
No.
They were because they were saving the day.
Oh.
Not actually just not giving up.
Oh, they weren't giving up. They were saving
the day.
So they
Saving
were
the
obviously
day.
on the nice list. So
Yeah, they were on the good guy list.
on the good guy list.
good
Now,
guy.
but here's the but how did it work out? Like Santa's computer got stolen?
Yeah, because they got really mad because they wanted really presents, and then they got mean to good guys, and then they started stealing it.
So did Santa ever get his computer back?
Yeah, because they found the computer, and then they saw the Rangers when they were doing the Red Ranger.
Yes.
And then they ran off, and then
Wow.
they found the computer.
This is like Young and the Restless.
I'm just saying they had to get
Soap
the
opera.
computer back because obviously Santa needs his computer so that kids, you know, it wasn't just who's the main bad guy?
Sledge.
Sledge, yeah.
Oh, sounds like a bad guy name.
Yeah, that's-
With a name like that.
Sledge.
Ugh. So did he say sorry? I mean, did they have to kick his butt? What happened?
He's trying to destroy the Rangers so he can get all 8 energems.
Oh, he's trying to get the 8 energems.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. When you're a bad guy, you know, 1 energem isn't enough. You need all 8.
Exactly.
So, did he steal them?
No, he actually is sending bad guys down to Earth. Because he's also a bounty hunter.
Oh, he's a bounty hunter.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Man.
Yeah.
What season is this? Do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like dinosaur Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Or something. Which Power Rangers is this?
Green and number 8 is white.
Oh,
They found
white.
number.
Oh, they're
They
numbered.
found,
Okay.
yeah, they found number 8.
Yep.
They found number. They found number 6 and number 5 and number 4, number 3, number 2, and number 1.
Wow. So which 4
So-
do you like?
I like all of them.
Oh, okay. You like all of them? Do you have a favorite
Yeah,
Power Ranger?
Yeah.
Oh.
The red one.
Oh, the red
the
one.
Red one.
Why?
Can I tell you them?
Oh, yeah.
So the red is number 1, and the black is number 2.
Okay.
And the blue is number 3.
Makes sense.
And the green is number 4. And the pink is number 5.
Nice.
And the gold is number 6.
Ah. Wow. But who's number 7?
That's Miss Morgan.
Miss Morgan
was not a ranger, but then the Miss Morgan is the purple ranger number 7.
Ah. But who's number 8?
Number 8? He's a guy actually works for Gold Ranger.
Oh.
And the Gold Ranger was that guy, and then he's the White Ranger.
Oh, the White Ranger. I always get them mixed up. Don't they each have like their own dinosaur or something weird like that?
So, the Gold Ranger has a Pterosaur, the Red Ranger has a T-Rex, the Green Ranger has a Raptor, and the Pink Ranger has a Triceratops, and the blue one has a Stegosaurus, and the what's the dinosaur that has the head and it has the thing on its head that goes left?
Stegosaurus?
He already said Stegosaurus. No, it's got the thing on his head that goes left.
That's a Leptosaurus.
Sam Swan. What does he look like?
He's a dinosaur that's it's a black one. He's a black one. He's black one.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, he's black. He's the
He's a
black one.
So
Yeah.
we've established that he's black. What else is about him?
He also has a thing with a tail that shoots stuff.
He's got the tail that shoots stuff.
Okay.
Is it a?
But not when he's like a normal dinosaur. That means he doesn't shoot stuff out of his tail.
Yeah. My favorite is the Indigo Ranger.
Gold Ranger?
The Indigo.
The Gold Ranger's a Pterosaur.
But I said Indigo, not gold. I said Indigo.
The Indigo Ranger?
My favorite.
Is that like a Fuchsia Ranger, or is that different?
No, that's actually number 10.
Oh, that's actually number 10.
And can I tell you guess what? Remember that the Blue Ranger?
Yes.
The dark Blue Ranger?
Yeah.
He's
number 13.
Yeah, the Navy Ranger.
He's number 13.
No, he's actually his name is the Aqua Ranger.
Aqua Ranger.
Aqua
Ranger.
Okay, you know what? He's 5. I will fight you to the death.
What about the Puke Ranger? What number is the Puke Ranger?
There's no puke. That's like a tan color. Is there a tan Ranger? Like a Ken doll Ranger?
No, there's no one of them.
Oh, okay.
What about Zephyr?
That's
What
not
about
a
the
color.
Zephyr?
That's not a
It's
real
blue.
color.
It's blue. It's
No.
a dark blue.
No, what is there like an Army Green Ranger? Because I love Army Green.
There's actually no one of them, but I think that's number 10.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
I think
number
it is
10.
number 10.
How many Rangers are there?
There's one that's called the Rainbow Energy, and I think it actually gives you all 8 Energims if you find that one.
Whoa.
Wow.
He's like a Rainbow Ranger.
The Rainbow Ranger doesn't sound good.
Guess what? Guess what? Guess who you actually have to get through?
Who do you have to get through?
Stingrage.
Who's that?
Stingrage. He's a guy who
Stingrage.
actually looks like a bug, but he actually has flat wings that don't fly.
Oh.
And then he actually has stuff around him, and he also has stingers in his hook.
Yeah.
And then he whenever you pull them out,
Remember
you
when we
don't
couldn't get him to
remember
talk?
whoever
He's
ever
just like
you
you.
are.
He's just like you.
Okay.
2 peas in a pod, man.
At 4 years old, we couldn't get him to talk on the show.
Couldn't do it. But man, Power Rangers.
Power
woo.
Rangers. You start talking Power Rangers.
Apple.
Oh, there
And
you go. Okay.
the Dark Blue Ranger is remember that dinosaur that has the tail that actually crushes stuff?
Yep,
Does it got spikes on it? It's got spikes on the tail?
Or is it the hammer tail?
No, he actually smashes stuff.
Oh, so it's like a hammer tail,
his
like
tail?
Sam Swan. Okay. Huh.
Okay.
That one, that dinosaur, that's the Aqua Ranger's dinosaur.
Oh. See, it's teaching him about dinosaurs and all the colors of the rainbow.
So
he
true.
can count now.
Yep.
So
So like 47.
Yep.
Cool, man.
Well, yes.
No, the Rainbow Winter Gem is number 69.
Oh,
Okay. It goes up that far, huh?
That's a lot of Power Rangers.
69 of them?
That's insanity.
Wow.
Can you name all
And guess what?
What?
The bad guy, he actually makes Clone Rangers.
Clone
Rangers? Yeah.
Oh, Chrome.
He makes the bad guys look like the other Rangers, but they're not.
Oh,
They're
man.
still bad guys.
Oh, so they're clones or chrome? Like a Silver Ranger or like a replica Ranger? Like
Actually, the rainbow one, it's number 9060.
9060.
9060.
Boy,
That's a lot.
9060.
So we're talking about Power Rangers Rainbow Force at this point, right? Is that what we're
Yeah, it's
watching?
the first
here?
series of the Blade
Oh, okay.
series. It's
There
the
was-
Japanese counterpart to the Hozaki Centauri Nijiranji.
There was 50 episodes
Yes.
of this one.
Yeah, Power Rangers Samurai
So-
was Super Samurai.
Oddly
That's-
enough, that was only episode 1.
Yeah.
Next Friday,
Yeah.
he's going to give us episode 2.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do today, Brody? It's Friday.
Spend the night at Papa's house
Yep.
for like 3 days.
Yeah, he's
Wow,
gonna- he's
3
spending the night
days?
at Papa's house.
Oh,
He got
wow.
to spend the night last night because Mom's out of town, so Dad's Mr. Mom in it right now, but he's got a morning show that he had to
Yeah.
be at, so he wasn't able to.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but I really missed you last night, buddy. We were praying for you. So, did you pray for your dad?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good. Make sure you do that. And brush your
Yep.
teeth. And
Okay. Well, Brody.
this has been insightful for everybody
Yep.
who doesn't watch Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, for everybody that thinks he's adorable, Red is his favorite Power Ranger. We will accept all of the toys.
That's right.
That's right.
And make sure you turn your radio up because guess what today is? Go ahead and say it, Brody. What's today?
Friday.
Right, but I mean, but like,
But
it's
what
a
kind of
what kind of Friday? It's a special Friday. It's
Power Rangers Party Horn Friday.
that's
right.
right.
There you go.
Okay, there we go.
There it is,
So
yeah.
there it is. Power Rangers
Yeah.
Party Horn
Party
Friday. Maybe you're new to Power Rangers, listener. All right, and you need Brody to explain the Power Rangers to you. Every Friday, we'll
Yep.
accept your Power Ranger questions.
That's right.
Have a good Friday, Brody. I love you so much, kiddo.
Oh, you too.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
See you, Brody.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye.
Brody.
Bye.
Man, I didn't know the Power Rangers were that deep.
Listen, I never watched Power Rangers before, ever. And this kid is an Encyclopedia Britannica
Yes.
of Power Rangers.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. Did I mention he just turned 5?
Man, he's so like Chrissy, it's ridiculous. I mean, I can't believe
Matthew says, is it bad that I know the episodes he's talking about?
Oh, yeah, it is. There it is, Brownie. That's for you. Party on Friday.
Okay, this is terrible. This is not. No,
For you, Brownie.
the song you were thinking about.
Oh, because he did that kind of rhythm. Yeah, he did.
He was singing Wham! Party Horn.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Wow. We need to get the Power Rangers theme song, Party Horn.
I know, seriously.
Oh, dude, that'd be
Power
great.
Rangers Party Horn Friday.
Which four do you like?
Invented by the one and only Brody Parker. He's 5 years old, and last week he told me when he grows up, he's going to do the morning invasion for me.
Great. Oh, he's going to take over?
That's what he said. He said, do you know what I'm going to do when I grow up? And I said, what? And he said, the morning invasion.
Aw.
And I was like, oh, cool, great. He's going to take my job because he's probably the Jeter that could do it.
Yeah.
Great.
And it could happen before he grows up.
Yeah, this is true. It's true. What are child labor laws like?
Yeah.
Can I ensure he can't take my job just
As long
yet?
as there's a tutor on campus.
Great.
That's what they say
Well,
in the movies. I don't know.
I'm hosed. Yeah, first Jeter boy that's ever actually said anything about radio.
Yeah.
Ever.
That's funny.
Yeah. Good
All
kid.
right. Let's take a quick break.
Party Horn
We're
Friday.
live from the Dreamstar Modeling Star 88 Studios. When we come back, Sam Swan and an epic tale of Valentine's Day 2018.
It is really not epic.
It's going to be the most epic story you'll ever hear.
I will be
He got his
working on that
bride
story.
something, his bride got him something, but more importantly, his baseball club got him something for Valentine's Day.
Oh, man.
His name is Yu Darvish, and I want your thoughts.
I feel you.
All right, we'll be right back. Hang out.
Tony Evans. This is a Star 88 Supernova.
You establish God's ownership first. Secondly, you save before you spend. You do not save if you have it left over. Just like you do not give if you have it left over. You honor God, then you honor yourself. The Bible says it is a wicked man who does not leave an inheritance for his children's children. You're supposed to be helping to take care of your grandkids. We're not leaving our kids an inheritance, we're leaving them dead. In fact, we're leaving a whole country of kids dead at $20 trillion. No. You save first. The scripture says in Proverbs 21:20, in chapter 30, verse 25, save before you spend. You honor God, then you honor you.
That was Pastor Tony Evans on a Star 88 Supernova. Greg Laurie has this to say. When we share the gospel, our objective is to build a bridge, not burn one. A solar flare on Star 88.
Diamonds in the rough, they don't know who we dark, and now we're floating adrift. So where do we go, where do we go, where do we go? I don't know, I feel my future and my mind. I've been betrayed by a kiss of love.
Get ready for some truth from Jensen Franklin on a Star 88 PowerPoint.
2 Corinthians 7. Listen to this. I had fightings on the outside and I had fear on the inside. Have you ever had a day like that? Fightings on the outside. There's so much stuff going on out here on my job, in the family. This fightings on the outside, and even worse than that is fear on the inside. Doubting my own ability, doubting my own faith, doubting my own mind, doubting my own talent. Do I have what it takes? That's a bad day when the enemy's not just fighting you externally, but internally. Fighting on the outside, fear on the inside. But listen to what God did to get him through this rough season where he was about to quit. He said, nevertheless, God sent Titus to me and he encouraged me in the work of the Lord.
That's Jensen Franklin on Star 88 with a PowerPoint.
What's going on in the news today?
We are committed to working with state and local leaders to help secure our schools and tackle the difficult issue of mental health.
The president focusing on mental health as he did after the mass shootings in Las Vegas and Sutherland Springs, Texas. No mention of gun control.
American ski star Michaela Schifrin took gold in the women's giant slalom.
The FDA has approved a blood test to detect concussions, which can also identify possible brain injuries.
Cheeseburgers and chocolate milk are being removed from McDonald's Happy Meal menu.
Traffic deaths on U.S. roads fell to just over 40,000 last year.
Senators will keep searching for a DACA compromise for immigrants brought here illegally as kids that may also include funding for a border wall and immigration reforms.
Veterans Affairs Secretary David Shulkin addressing an inspector's general report he had improperly accepted gifts and used taxpayer funds to pay for parts of a European trip last year, including airfare for his wife.
I've made the decision to reimburse the Treasury to follow the IG recommendations, and I'm committed to doing what we have to do to focus on veterans and make this better.
Mortgage rates, they have jumped this week to their highest level in nearly 4 years. 30-year fixed rate, according to Freddie Mac, at 4.38%.
South Africa's ruling party has chosen Cyril Ramaphosa as the country's next president.
2 astronauts fix a bulky robotic arm.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Dex, Steve-O, Sam Swan. Party Horn Friday. Welcome to it. We're live on YouTube. Go subscribe to our channel, Star 88 FM, and we're also live on Facebook. Go like the page.
Just a touch blurry right now.
Just a touch on the YouTubes. Man, gosh, just so glitchy, guys. Ugh.
YouTube.com/Star88FM. Get there and subscribe if you would, please.
Yep. Apparently, we have to have at least 1,000 subscribers to not be glitchy. Okay. So let's...
That's funny and somewhat true.
Maybe get there.
Rescue us from the glitch.
That's right. All right, well, before the break, we talked to Brody Parker. If you missed that, it'll be on demand after the show. It was beautiful. We learned all about Power Rangers for about 30 minutes.
Including the Rainbow Ranger.
Yes. And Sam Swan is here. And Sam has been married for 60 glorious years.
Okay.
How many years has it been?
This summer will be 34.
So it's so close.
Yeah, you're close.
34 years. And a while back, he shared the epic tale of how he met Brenda. And it was one of the most beautiful stories ever.
That was a pretty great story.
Yeah, but we want to know what you did for Valentine's Day.
Well, let me just set it up by saying this, that I earlier we talked about that at our house with Brenda and I for our whole lives together, Valentine's Day is not that big of a deal to us.
Right.
Because we just try to celebrate one another in small ways.
Because you're in
all-
love.
all
That's
the time.
why. I mean,
Well,
remember,
it's love.
remember what we read?
It's love. Yeah.
If you are the type of person out there that's all into gifts and, it's all about me, then it's not love.
Expectations for Valentine's
Yeah.
Day. It was interesting because according to the study, if you could pinpoint exactly what you wanted for Valentine's Day, it was this materialism infatuation type thing. And if you just didn't have a care or didn't know what you were thinking for Valentine's Day, it was a sign that you were truly in love with your spouse.
Oh. Because they were enough.
Because that was it. They don't
Yeah.
need anything. It's like, oh, I don't care.
I have you. You're enough. I don't care
Tell us
what
what
you give
that's
me.
like, Sam. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's so wonderful.
Yeah, that's cool. Moving on.
Moving on. So, on Valentine, now Brenda, what she does for the kids, I get this text from her. I get home and she's not home yet, and I'm. Sometimes she stops by the store or she goes out to the store and that happens. I come home and periodically and Riley's there playing games or whatever. So I come home and she texts me. She said, sorry, I'm running a little late. I stopped at Target for one thing and decided to get all the kids Valentine's stuff.
Oh, man.
So, with as many grandchildren as we have, and she buys stuff in time to send it off down to Hobbs because the local kids she just hands off. So there's all these. Plus, we have a daughter-in-law. Our one daughter-in-law, her birthday is on Valentine's Day.
Oh.
So we have a double whammy with her. So she bought stuff for Samantha and then got all this Valentine's stuff. So she comes home with all that. I'm like, sweetheart, you spent $150 on Valentine's stuff. And she goes, don't exaggerate. It was $135.
Oh, no!
But that also included Samantha's birthday present. I think. I don't know. I'm bad at math, so I don't even know.
That's a lot of numbers.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like as many Power Rangers as there are. As we found out this morning.
And one of them was a rainbow candy.
Yeah, that was like Indigo Ranger status.
Yes. So she usually gets something for Riley.
Okay.
Like she got him this big bag of Sour Patch Kids. The 97-pound bag that you can get. And he's been on a sugar high for the last few days. And then I didn't expect anything. So that morning when I get up, in front of the coffee machine, there's a card and a little thing of fancy dark chocolate with filling inside, because I love dark chocolate and she knows that. So she bought me a little thing. And I didn't buy her anything.
Yeah.
Before Valentine's Day.
So you were that guy at Walgreens
was at
on
Walgreens.
Valentine's Day.
No, I didn't go to Walgreens.
He bought the wooden rose.
I didn't go to Walgreens.
You went to Smith's.
My neighbor has some really nice roses. And so in the middle of the day, when nobody was home in the neighborhood, I went
Well
and
done. So
cut
romantic.
all
Well done.
No, I didn't.
That's so
I did not
romantic.
do that. I had a neighbor kid do it. I paid him $10 to go buy them. Hey, go cut those roses for me.
Beautiful. I love
No,
that.
she didn't get any flowers because just the week before I had bought her flowers. So, which I don't do that often, but she was having a rough week, so I bought her some flowers. So what I did was, she loves brownies. Brenda loves brownies. In fact,
I mean, you guys are from the 70s. Am
That's
I right? Okay. Sorry.
I had to take a trip to Colorado to get a
Apologize.
special
Oh my
ingredient.
gosh.
He's Baptist, guys.
That's Sam
He would
Swan
never
from
do
the
that. He would
Baptist
never do
Convention
that.
No,
of
I
New
would never do that.
Mexico.
I had a neighbor kid do it for me.
That's Power Ranger number 420.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a different kind of Power Ranger.
Also comes with a package of Twinkies
Yes.
in
Okay.
case there's not enough brownies. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just making this stuff up.
Wow.
So I went to a grocery store here in town, and I bought a brownie mix, a double fudge dark chocolate with chocolate chips.
Oh my God.
That's serious.
Death
That's
by
love.
chocolate brownie.
Double
Yes.
brownie, double
But
fudge.
literally death by
Yes.
chocolate.
And then I bought some
They'll
of
be
those,
dead by 60.
the birthday cake candy
little-
things that say happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Oh.
And so, because the card was very sweet that she got me, and she said, I love you. And I was just going to put, I love you too, but there are not enough O's in this candy thing, so I had to make something else up. So I just said, I love you, Brenda. And I put those on, after I baked the brownies, I baked them myself.
Nice.
Wow.
And I put that on and then some M&Ms, some jumbo M&Ms that had like the little candy hearts, be mine, love you. Those
Yeah.
guys. So I decorated it a little bit with those.
Look at you.
And then I had them sitting out on the counter. So when she got home after school, she saw that. Plus I bought her a little package of chocolates that she likes too.
Gosh.
And set those right there by. So it wasn't a big deal. I didn't even get her a card, but I made her brownies.
Does anybody get cards these days except Brenda?
Yeah. I got it. It was really nice. I should have taken a picture of it so I could show
I just
you.
think the whole flowers and card thing is
Yeah.
just so overdone.
Every year
Yeah.
for my birthday, for Christmas, anytime, I always get a card from my in-laws. And at this point, it's usually like a precious moments card because Chrissy's grandmother bought like stacks of cards, and now they're just trying to get rid of them. So like, I got one. It was like Noah's Ark, and it's like Happy 5th birthday, and they're like, you get it, you get it.
Yeah.
I laugh every year.
They could have saved that one for when you turn 50 and then put a 0 behind it.
Yeah.
This card is homemade.
Yeah.
So that's what Brenda and I, and then we went out to eat. We went to dinner.
Nice lobster
I took her to dinner. Well, we wanted to go to a particular steakhouse, and as we pull up in the parking lot, of course, it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And we thought if we go early enough, we could beat the crowd. Well, it's Valentine's Day. There's no early enough. You know, normally in Albuquerque, if you get to the restaurants between 5 and 6, you can beat the crowd.
Yeah.
Because everybody else is still just getting home from work. But on Valentine's Day, you can't do it.
Everyone has that idea.
So we went. We couldn't even find a place to park, and we could see people waiting outside the restaurant. So we went to another restaurant, one of her favorites, and it was super crowded. And so we ended up going to another one, which is one of our favorites.
How many favorites do you have? You're like Brody.
Actually, it's not favorite.
You have favorite restaurants like
it's
you have
one I've
favorite
been to.
Power
It's one I
Rangers.
eat lunch at because it's near the Baptist building.
Oh, okay.
And she had only been there one other time, like years ago. So we went, and there was nobody in there. It was great. The service was great, and we had a nice Mexican dinner for our Valentine's dinner, and
Beautiful. I like it.
She kissed me on the cheek and told me she loved me.
Oh gosh, so mushy.
Isn't that sweet?
So, are you guys gonna watch The Notebook now? Did you get The Notebook?
I'm telling you, man.
Did you rent The
she
Notebook?
will not watch that movie with me. I'll have to watch it by myself, which is kind of
you don't
weird.
want to watch it by
I forced
yourself.
my wife to watch a movie this week that she punched me the second the movie ended.
Oh, yeah.
Like hard on. Yeah, she's probably Brenda and Chrissy. I feel like are a lot alike.
Yeah.
She was so mad at me, and for the rest of the week, she just keeps going, "Ugh,
Yeah.
you and those stupid movies."
Yeah.
I highly recommend it. I've seen it a few times, and it's one of my favorites. It's called Gifted. And I would say that next to Baby Driver, it's my favorite film of 2017.
I don't know. I'm going to look that
It
one
stars
up.
Chris Evans, Captain America.
Oh, it's about the little girl.
Yes.
I haven't seen it yet. I've been
I will
wanting
tell
to
you
see
all
it.
right now,
I want to see
if
that.
you do not cry when you watch this movie, you have no
Yeah,
soul.
no heart.
Dude, I looked over at times and it was like, oh, good, Chrissy does have a soul. I was worried for a minute. That's the test. And she was weeping.
We did go
She
home
hates crying.
and started the Bourne trilogy
Ooh,
for Valentine's.
That's hilarious.
That's Brenda's favorite
Those
Valentine's
are Brenda's
movies.
favorite movies. What the heck?
We need to get our wives together.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. That could be bad for us.
That could actually be really
Let's
bad for
not
us.
get our wives
Yeah.
together.
Yep.
So that was my Valentine's.
That is hilarious.
Man, you know, I love that because that shows love right there. You know, when you don't care what you get each other, it's something simple.
It was fun.
You know, if you are out there and you're with somebody that's super high maintenance, you should probably start thinking about
Oh my gosh.
turning in. I don't know.
Calling it a day, if you will.
I'm
You
saying
can't
if you're
say that.
okay, if you're married, you can't. But
Right.
okay, if you're not
if you're
married,
just dating,
you should end it.
Show them Gifted, and if they don't cry, no soul.
I'm serious, man.
Soulless.
If you're dating somebody and they're high maintenance, I'd turn that one in.
Okay. Yeah, but sometimes high maintenance can be good because their attention to detail is incredible.
Yeah.
You
there's
know
a
that-
difference.
you
Yeah,
know what
for
I'm
sure.
saying?
Yeah, there's a
Because then your
difference.
gifts will be outstanding.
And you know that she's always going to be on point when you guys go out, all right?
Yeah,
Not
but
going to have to worry about showing up
How
night
does she
of.
react when you give her a gift? Was she happy with it? Was she upset? Did she expect something else? Those are the things you got to look at.
I
You go,
don't know.
"Whoa,
This
man."
mythical, magical, made-up person we're trying to make up on the spot. I've already got different ideas for her than you.
Or you could just pay your neighbor kid to go buy him a gift. And
That's amazing. 505-585-LIVE. There was Reddit is one of my favorite places to go. And there was a topic that somebody threw out, and it was how high maintenance is your girlfriend on Valentine's Day? And seriously, some of the conversation was epic because
I
I'm
bet.
just reading it going, oh my gosh, these poor men.
Yeah.
They got
But is it really poor men? Because if they're telling the story, clearly they're enduring it. So they're choosing that relationship.
Yeah, but
So maybe we should add
that's
poor
what I'm saying.
dumb men.
Yes.
Poor dumb men.
Yes.
Those are all red flags. All red flags. Yeah, and it goes both ways as well. It's not just the ladies, it's the men as well.
That's right.
Men can be very high maintenance as
Yeah,
well.
they can.
So,
Or very needy.
Yep. But that's beautiful. I'm so glad you had a great Valentine's Day.
Me too.
It's good.
Thank you. Thanks for letting me share. I can't believe you had me. I tried to, one day she had a day off, and I tried to get her to come into the studio with me.
Oh, really?
And she said...
Is she all shy about it?
I don't know if she's shy. Yeah, she's a little bit shy. She doesn't like the attention like that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to trick her into being on air one time.
Okay.
Somehow. I got to figure out how to do
Blindfold her.
Blindfold
Don't say where you're going.
No, don't do that.
Valentine's
Don't do
Day
that.
surprise for you, sweetheart.
Yeah.
And I'll just come in. I'll text you guys ahead of time to make sure you don't have another special guest.
It's going to go poorly. Speaking of special guests, coming up, about 30 minutes from now, 9 o'clock hour, we're going to be interviewing for King and Country.
Oh, wow.
Excited about that.
Yeah.
Gosh, I cannot wait for the show.
Will it be Joel? Probably. Yeah.
Actually, the last 2 times it's been Luke, so we'll find out.
Yeah, I don't know.
It'll be a
Joel or Luke.
surprise.
Yes. Either way, dude, the Rose Show is coming February 24th. I'm really looking forward to it for King and Country, Matthew West. Bethel Worship is going to be throwing down, Social Misfits Club. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. We got tickets. Let's give some away.
Yes!
Should we? Let's do it.
That's a great idea.
505-338-3700 if you'd like to call right now and play a little game that nobody can seem to win. It was so hard for us to give these
Even
tickets
with all
away.
the help yesterday, I heard some of that.
The Olympics are going on right now, and apparently nobody's really watching.
Yep. 505-338-3700.
Paying attention.
Yeah. it could be
Sorry,
true.
I talked over you.
That's
Dex.
fine. It's fine.
Sorry.
You can talk over me anytime, Sam.
Sorry.
Again,
So the other day.
Oh.
Sorry. You said anytime. I was. Okay, I'll stop.
Well done. Well
Olympic
done.
snowboard trick or Marvel character is the name of the game.
Okay.
And man, we ended up.
Nobody got it.
Nobody
yesterday.
got it yesterday.
It was tough. I had to go easy. I had to go easy.
All right. So you know what, Sam can. How about Sam teams up with the caller?
Okay.
And then we still have the lifeline.
I've been
which is-
watching a lot of snowboarding.
All right.
Okay.
I have been loving that.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Who's this?
This is Cameron.
Hey, Cameron.
Hi, guys. How am I always the only one who calls during these games? It's so bad.
I mean,
Have you won yet?
The phone lines are pretty jammed up right now, actually. But
Cameron, have you ever won?
she's never won.
Well, then keep calling, kiddo.
Never.
Yeah,
All
just
right.
keep calling.
All right. Well,
She didn't even win on her own birthday when she was like, hey, can you guys give me a shout out on my own birthday? Because no one else is saying to shout out for your birthday. And then Dex forgot.
I'm sorry, Cameron.
When was your birthday, Cameron?
It was February 8th, last Thursday.
Yep, I remember.
Happy belated.
I remember saying clearly,
thank you.
let's shout out to Cameron for her birthday. And Dex was like,
I
but
don't
she
know.
spells it
That's
with
not
a K.
not
It's
how
kind
it
of weird.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So,
Straight under the bus, you go, Dex.
yeah.
You know what? Hey,
Under the bus.
You better be nice to me
That's true.
because I'm the one that can hang up on you.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I would never do that.
Game
I would never do that. I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. Olympic snowboard trick or Marvel character. And here's the deal. You have a lifeline, which is the nerdiest man in the world, Steve Jeter.
Okay.
So we can call
I'm
Steve
I'm
if
taking
you
my
want to
glasses
use the
off.
lifeline.
I'm not that nerdy.
You have to get 2 of these correct, and you can use the lifeline at any point. And today, since nobody can win at this game, Sam Swan will team up with you to help you. Okay?
Oh, wonderful.
I
All
can't
right.
see anything.
We
I
got
gotta-
this. We got this.
Here we go.
We got this. I believe in us.
All right. Let me give you your word. You just have to guess whether it's an Olympic snowboard trick or a Marvel character.
Okay.
Blazing Skull. Blazing Skull.
What is it?
Blazing Skull.
Blazing Skull. I'm going to go with Marvel.
Go with Marvel?
I think that's a safe bet.
That sounds like the generic Mexican toy version of Ghost Rider. You know, because they
Yeah.
can't use like their real names.
Well,
So it's like you see the toys down in like Juarez, and instead of like Spider-Man, it's like Tarantula Man. And you're like, that's Spider-Man, yo. And it's like, sorry, man, they'll sue us.
Yeah.
Blazing Skull.
all right, you're going to lock that one in?
You're sure it's a Marvel character?
Yes. Positive. Sam?
I feel like it could be.
Locking it in?
I agree.
Lock it in. All right.
All right.
Blazing Skull is a Marvel character.
Well done. Way to go, Cameron.
Good job. Way to go. Jessica, one more right. And you still have a lifeline left.
Okay.
Here we go. Cloud 9. Cloud 9. Cloud 9. Cloud and the number 9. Is that an Olympic snowboard trick or a Marvel character? Talk it through with Sam. Talk it through.
Cloud 9 is okay. So if it were a trick, well, I guess if it were a trick or a character, it'd probably something like in the sky.
I think I heard this when I was watching snowboarding during the Olympics. I feel confident, Cameron. I'm not 100% confident.
Remember, you have a lifeline.
Cloud 9.
You have a lifeline.
Cloud 9. I don't doubt you, Sam, but I'm gonna use the lifeline.
We're gonna use the lifeline.
That's
all
fine.
right, let me get Steve Jeter on the line.
My feelings are not hurt.
Steve Jeter, are you there?
Yes, hello. Hello, sorry, I was really busy reading.
You have 4 seconds. Go ahead. Ask the question.
Fantastic
Go
Four
ahead.
series. It's incredible. Hello, Cameron, are you there?
3.
I'm here.
Okay,
2,
what is the name?
1.
Cloud 9.
0. Oh, I'm so sorry. You ran out of time. We had to cut Steve Jeter out of it.
You guys are ruthless.
You only have like 5 seconds.
Dude, to be fair, he was busy. He in the basement reading comics.
This game seems so unfair.
Although, if he were reading comics, there's a pretty good chance that that's his like Zen space. So he'd be on Cloud 9.
Cloud 9, is it a Marvel character or an Olympic snowboard trick?
Marvel character.
We're going to lock it in?
We're locking it in.
We're locking it in. Cloud 9 is a Marvel character!
Way to go, Cameron. I was going to let you down. I'm glad.
Sam's like, I'm pretty sure I've seen this and heard this at the Olympics.
Yeah. I heard him say something about Cloud 9 in the half pipe.
I'm so glad you won. Seriously. I'm so glad.
Way to go, Cameron.
Technically, she's an assassin. She's actually not a good guy. She uses gas to like take people out. According to Marvel, she's actually one of the best marksmen in the entire initiative of her clan. She's fought War Machine.
Did Steve-O call in?
She's fought Iron Man.
He called back in. He wanted to help.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad you caught my.
That was a great reference.
Yes.
Hold on the phone, okay?
I was trying to help as much as I could.
Way to go,
Hang out,
Cameron.
Cameron.
Hold on.
Hey, speaking of the road show, I just got an email from Luke and Joel, and they canceled.
Oh!
Yeah!
Cancel the interview?
Right.
Or cancel
They
the show?
canceled the interview
man.
because it's
That's all right.
The tour started today.
Busy
and
guys.
That's all right.
Sound check.
I
And
mean, it's hard to just pick up.
Luke actually has the flu currently, so
I mean, there's 2 types of flu.
Joel promised that they're going to hang out with us next week.
So they're going to call him Fluke for a while?
Okay. Well, we have time for one more round. Good
Flu
morning.
King and Country.
What's your name?
Good morning.
What's your name?
Okay.
Carlos.
Carlos, what's going on, man?
What
You
up,
ready?
Los? Can I call you Los?
Not much. Yeah, heck yeah.
Okay.
All day.
All right. All right, here we go. It's Olympic snowboard trick or Marvel character, and you are teaming up with Sam Swan to help you. And, of course, you have a lifeline. We have the nerd, Steve Jeter, on hold, and he can help you. You only have 5 seconds with him, so use your time wisely. Are you ready to play?
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Let's do this.
All right.
Got this.
All right. Let's go, Carlos. You and me.
Los!
Hard boots. Hard boots. Is that a Marvel character or a snowboard trick? Hard boots.
Sam, what's going on in your head? Talk to me.
My initial reaction would be it's a snowboard thing, like you land wrong, and it's called a hard boot because you land wrong, land on your boots instead of the edge or the toe
I
or
feel
the
you. I feel
heel.
you. All right, I'm gonna go with Sam. Let's say snowboarding trick.
Snowboarding? You're going to lock
You
that
guys
in?
sure it's a little on the nose? I
Yeah.
You're locking
let's
that
lock
in.
that in.
Hard boots is a snowboard trick.
Hey, look at that.
Well done.
Okay.
Well done. All right. You got to get one more correct. You got a lifeline, remember? 5 seconds on the lifeline with the nerd. Here we go.
With the nerd.
Here it is. Dakota North. Dakota North.
Dakota North.
Dakota North.
Dakota North.
Let's use the nerd on this one.
We're going to use the lifeline?
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Good decision.
All right. Let me get the nerd on the line. Steve, are you there? Good morning.
Hello, guys. Thanks for interrupting
You
my
got 5
comic book
seconds.
reading
You got
time.
5 seconds. Ask the question.
Los, yeah, what's the
Dakota
question?
North.
What?
North.
I'm sorry. Dakota North.
3,
if memory serves me
1.
correctly, Dakota
I'm so sorry. We got to let you go, but thank you, Steve, the nerd. We're back to you. What do you think, Dakota North, Marvel character, or snowboard trick? Man, that 5 seconds goes by quick.
Yeah.
Real quick,
really
guys.
does.
Yeah, that nerd didn't help out very much.
Nah, he's
so
terrible. Yeah.
Let's just go with Marvel character.
Marvel character. What do you think, Sam?
I think I'm with Carlos on this.
But Sam was wrong last time.
I was
so
wrong
don't
last
know.
time, but he jumped out. I didn't make the suggestion this time. He jumped out, and I'm just kind of feeling his power through
I
the
don't
phone.
know, man. The flying spaghetti doing it Dakota North in the half pipe. What? All right, you're gonna lock
John
that.
White whipping out that Dakota North. I can't see that happening.
Okay, you're gonna lock that in. You gonna lock in Marvel character?
Yeah,
Okay.
locking it in.
Locking it in. Dakota North is a Marvel character.
Way to go,
Yeah.
Good job.
For
Yeah,
King
man.
and Country, you're at home.
That's right.
That's right.
Oh, I can't wait, dude.
Beautiful, buddy.
February 24th at the Santa Ana Star Center, the road show. Los,
Good
you got
job.
tickets?
Good job.
What's the
Way to go.
station hooking you
I
up?
love me some for King and Country.
Okay, well, you're supposed to.
He didn't hear the other part.
Just,
What's your favorite radio
what's the
station?
station hooking you up?
Star 88.
Oh,
Okay, all right.
Way to go, Carlos.
Thanks, man. Hold on.
That's why they stopped doing that in the 90s.
Yeah.
That's why they stopped.
That's one of the things I miss because of technology.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a quick break from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. We'll be right back.
A supernova on Star 88 with David Jeremiah.
I had a professor in seminary by the name Charles Ryrie. He used to say, gentlemen, give 9 or 11. Don't get stuck in the 10% rut. And what he meant was it's so easy for us as believers, we tithe, and some of us have been doing that for years. And we never think about maybe we should give 11%, or maybe we should encourage ourselves to do something sacrificial. The Bible says these people came together and they gave sacrificially. And they gave it with all of their heart. And they didn't give it with the eye on the percent, but they gave it with the eye on the blessing of the Lord. As God prospered them, they gave more. You know, when you make $1,000 and you tithe, you give 100. But suppose you make $100,000. Do you just give 10, or do you maybe give 11 or 15 or whatever? That's in the New Testament. You got to think that way.
Turning Point with David Jeremiah. Don't miss it on our sister station, KNKT, weekdays at 11 a.m. on 107.1 FM.
How can you be certain God's working in your life? Well, James McDonald has a word just for you. So listen up.
If you're just standing in the Lord, standing fast, I don't need anything else. I don't need you to finish college. I don't need you to graduate from high school. I don't need you to think I'm awesome. I don't need you to do anything for me. If you just could get here, nothing else matters. Awesome. Awesome. That's hope right there. People knock us off the hope bike, and focusing on the main thing gets us back on.
Listen Up is a production of Walk in the Word, a ministry that's all about igniting passion in the people of God through the proclamation of truth. For Bible study resources and more, go to jamesmcdonald.com.
This is KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, rebroadcast on KKCJ, Cannon Air Force Base. KPKJ, Mintmore, K201CC, Las Cruces, K203EZ, Alamogordo, K207CQ, Gallup, K211CW, Hobbs, K212EH, Silver City, K214DE, Antonito, K218AK, Artesia, K250AB, Roswell, K293AO, Alamosa, K228DQ, Portales, in the free app for iOS and Android, and online at star88.fm. Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Good morning, boys and girls.
Beautiful. Now, can we all please get back to work?
Good morning, my American family.
Good morning, people.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. Oh, hey. We just got a text on the live line says, good morning.
Good morning.
Let's talk more work.
Would you like some more coffee? Good morning, Arlington, Texas.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, good morning, Steve.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. In the news this morning, good morning.
Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Party Horn Friday.
It's the 9 o'clock hour with Sam.
Morning Invasion brought to you by Preston Hart, Screen Printing, Live Printing, Graphic Design, PrestonHart.com. Well, we were going to talk to For King and Country, but, well.
Pray for Luke, man.
They're a little sick.
He's got a flu. Joel is doing sound check. It's day one of the road show. So, yeah, they're going to reschedule. They will be on the show next week.
Yeah, well, it makes sense next week because they'll be in town next week, February 24th. Santa Ana Star Center.
I have both of their cell phone numbers. If we want, we can just call him.
No, let's just call Luke right now, man. Just wake him up.
Hey, bro. I hear you're sick.
Yeah, bro. We're praying for you.
Just want to call and let you know we hope you feel better.
That's funny.
We should totally do. No, we should not.
No, that would be
I
cool.
would never do that.
No.
505-338-3700. You can call in. We're at YouTube. Go subscribe, guys. We're at YouTube. Right now, you can go there. It's like this brand new car, and it smells good in there, and everything's clean, and I just love it in the YouTube studio.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys go there and subscribe, and people freak out when they see Steve-O wearing safety goggles. He has OCD. Okay. He has OCD. He's scared that something's going to hit him in the face.
You know what?
When in reality,
these
nothing
windows,
will.
they could shatter at any moment. And pieces of glass, shards of glass could get in your eyeball.
No, a week ago, there was a big old cup of Skittles, and he straight up launched them at my face because I was wearing safety goggles.
I bought those Skittles. You wasted the Skittles I paid for?
Yeah.
I have not been reimbursed for those.
Yeah, I did. And you know what?
We're there,
they
we're live.
protected his eyeballs.
Oh, the glasses
They
did?
did.
All right.
They did.
Good.
He does have a giant chip in one of the lenses.
I do.
I apologize for that. but-
Thankfully, these were like $9.
Apparently,
so.
like throwing Skittles at someone's face is like throwing rocks at someone's face.
Well, especially when they've been out of the package in a glass for
a month.
It's like picking up like pebbles and chucking them at someone's face. My bad.
Guys, I have the best news in the world.
You got
Okay, I
you got
can't say
best
that on
news?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I love him so much.
I'm gonna say it. I'm looking over at Steve's computer, and it says the headline is Mitt Romney announces Senate run.
Oh, dream river.
Get out of here.
Okay. I love you,
Man.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that song was new on the radio.
Wow,
What?
you old.
Dreamweaver?
Yeah.
In a long-expected announcement, Mitt said on Friday that he's going to run for the United States Senate, pledging to bring Utah's priorities of balanced budgets, a strong economy, and welcoming borders to Washington.
We don't talk politics on this show.
Mr. Romney, a former governor of the Massachusetts, and 2012 should have been president, made the announcement in a 2-minute video.
Mm-hmm.
He posted it to Twitter and Facebook.
All right. Well, good.
Wow. Politics.
Yeah. That's Steve-O Jeter. That's Steve-O Jeter. Everyone.
Mm-hmm.
You okay there, Steve?
Mm-hmm.
You need a chair or something?
Dude, I still sport my Mitt is Lit t-shirt every day.
He
But
does.
now
It's
I
true.
want to make one of those.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true, guys.
But it's got to be spelled with 2 T's. Mitt is Lit. L-I-T-T.
There you go.
So as Mitt announces his run for the Senate, somebody else announced they will not be running for president.
I've never looked outside for other people to tell me when I should be making a move. And wouldn't I know? Because if God actually wanted me to run, wouldn't God kind of tell me? And I haven't heard that. I do feel that I have a responsibility as a person who has a big voice in this country to use it to promote justice and kindness and goodwill. But it never has felt to me that that was supposed to be political. And it still does not feel that to me. So I am actually humbled by the fact that people think that I could be a leader of the free world, but it's just not in my spirit. It's not my DNA.
Yeah, well, President Trump said that a few different times, multiple times, that he wasn't going to run. And he's now our president.
That's true.
Just saying.
See, Steph said yes, Oprah for president. Winky face.
I'm holding out for The Rock.
Yeah, she's not running. She is definitely not running. She said she's not going to run. But you're right. President Trump did say that multiple times that he was not going to run for president. And then look what happened.
Yeah.
I am not going to run for president.
Thank you, Sam.
But you would be so great. If Brenda is the first lady, it would be a power couple running this country.
Camelot part due.
Get a cheeseburger Happy Meal if you ask for it, though. So what is the point of that? Really?
It's healthier.
They're taking it off the menu, but if you ask, you can still get the cheeseburger Happy Meal?
I'm loving it. In an effort to cut down on the calories, sodium, saturated fat will now be called the mildly amused meal. Will still include toys, but they'll be natural, healthy items, like a rock or a small bag of dirt. And each comes with an info card, so you can learn something. Collect all 4. Just look for Ronald McDonald's blank stare on the box. And if none of that works, the next time you come into a McDonald's with your child, well, ignore them, because we care about what you put into your child's body. All of which explains our new slogan, I'm loving it, just not as much as I used to. Well, at least the Shamrock Shakes are coming back.
Oh, man, that is one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
Oh, man.
Even though it's all true.
Yeah. So somehow the hamburger and the nuggets are healthier than the cheeseburger, which is why they're getting away.
I think it has to do with calorie count. The cheese adds a little bit more calories.
Okay, that's stupid.
That's what I say.
It's all poison, man.
Oh.
Yeah, the nuggets don't really have any nutritional value or non-value. They're just sort of
air
parts.
Gosh, but
Chicken
when I was
parts.
a kid, I could throw down a 20-piece like no one's business.
Yeah.
Sweet and sour sauce.
No, dude, it was all about the barbecue.
There you go.
Or the honey.
The
You
honey.
remember honey,
Honey was
back in the
good.
day?
Yeah.
They had that honey. Or the Szechuan sauce. Do you remember that sauce?
Oh, the Szechuan.
I tried to order that, but since I could never pronounce it, I gave up. I just started getting the honey.
Which is weird. You were like, I'll have the Sam Swan. You're like, the what? I'll have the Sam Swan sauce. I'm sorry, sir. I'm having trouble. This Sam Swan sauce. If you said that actually at the drive-thru fast, chances are they'll just give you the Szechuan sauce.
I'm going to try that. Is there any place that sells Szechuan stuff?
I don't know. Yeah, excuse me. I'd like to order 20-piece nuggets with the Sam Swan sauce, please.
The Szechuan.
Doing that.
That would be hilarious.
And then I'm blaming you when I have a heart attack later from eating 20 chicken McNuggets because it's America 2018 and we don't have to be responsible for all of our own choices.
It's like riding a bicycle.
We just blame the person
You'll
next to
never
us.
forget how to eat it.
Who made us do it.
Yes.
An experimental treatment completely reversed Alzheimer's in mice by reducing the levels of a single enzyme in the animal's brains. The results further bolstered the theory that amyloid plaques are at the root of the mysterious brain disease and that addressing these plaques could lead to an eventual cure for Alzheimer's.
That's what I'm talking about, Grandma. There's hope. There's hope. My grandma's.
Yeah, no, thanks. It's too late for people like Sam Swan, but for us younger people, it should be about another 15 to 20 years before they actually have the cure.
What?
Wait, what are we talking about?
We'll be fine. Okay.
Doesn't say that.
When did I get here?
Stop it.
Who are you guys?
You know what?
Why are you in my bedroom?
I promise you, if you ever get that, I'm going to have so much fun with you, bro.
I'm sure you are.
It'll help me with my improv skills. I'm just going to make up a different story every day.
Absolutely.
It's not funny and you shouldn't joke around. My grandma has Alzheimer's.
My grandfather
I know.
did.
Yeah, thanks for joking about it.
Okay, you know what? I am allowed to joke about it because my grandfather died from it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He died from Alzheimer's?
Yeah.
It's Alzheimer's.
It's old timers. That's what they call it.
That's what they call it.
My grandfather had it, and he was one of those. I guess patients react differently.
They do.
They manifest it in different ways, and he was a jolly fella. So he laughed all the time. And one time I was in.
Is that why I didn't get presents last year?
Maybe so. When I went to Phoenix, I was helping my mom and dad move my grandparents from Phoenix to Alamogordo when his Alzheimer's really started getting pretty serious. And
Because
so,
at that point, it's
Yeah.
like, well, I guess you can live anywhere.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So Alamogordo.
Oh my gosh.
He'll never remember anyway. So
I'm going to leave.
we're sitting at the table eating hamburgers, which was funny because before the disease kind of took over his mind, he hated hamburgers, but he loved them after he got sick. So we're eating an In-N-Out burger, as a matter of fact, and I'm aware that he's kind of staring at me. He's sitting to my left, and he's looking at me, and I look over at him. I said, "Hey, Pop, what's up?" And he goes, "You're a good eater." And I said, "Well, thanks. I've been practicing for years." And he couldn't remember me because I wasn't around very much, but my brother lives in that area, and he's a highway patrolman. And so my grandfather would say, when Andy would walk through the door, he'd say, "You're the cop, right?" And then he'd keep asking me, "Who are you?" And I'd say, "Who I am." And,
Yeah.
"Well, what do you do?" I said, "Well, I tried to explain youth ministry, and it just wasn't working." And so finally I just said, "I'm a preacher." And he goes, "Well, I'm not against that." So, I mean, I've got some great memories of
That's
as he
awesome.
was, not really remembering things.
Yeah.
But it is.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
horrible.
Yeah. But the researchers observed that reducing BACE1 levels not only prevented Alzheimer's in mice, but also reversed the disease in animals who had already begun to show signs of Alzheimer's. So
Wow.
it is a pretty incredible
Seems
development.
like we're getting pretty close because the other day we were talking about was it cancer that we're talking about in mice? They figured out they cured cancer in these mice.
Right.
And they've never been able to do that before. It completely wiped out the cancer.
Absolutely.
So, man, I think we're getting close to wiping out some of these horrific diseases.
That would be fantastic.
Good morning.
Right when the zombie apocalypse hits. Oh, hey.
Hi, caller. Go ahead. You're live.
Yeah, hi. Hey, welcome to the show.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't go into that mode right now.
Man, you're so cranky, man.
Well, I mean, he is a considerable amount older than we are. And
Yeah.
as
Doesn't have
evidenced
the
by that
energy anymore.
gray beard and wisdom that he exudes.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Buck.
Don't be jealous of my wisdom.
Okay.
You're so humble.
No, I was listening to you guys, and when Steve-O said he was going to have fun with Sam if he ever got Alzheimer's, and Dex perked up, and he's like, "Hey, man, you can't make fun of that. My grandma has that."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
what are you saying?
Dex,
What are you saying?
my challenge to you is, why is it okay for you to make fun of other people's ailments, but then when somebody else says something, it's not okay?
Please hold for the next available radio host. You are very important to us. Please hold. If you're holding, please hold. Man, you're impatient. Why don't you try clipping your nails while you wait? Or just bite them. Please hold. You know, those dishes aren't going to do themselves.
No, making a good point.
Thank you for holding.
Did you
Transferring now.
Did you come up with?
Go ahead, caller. You're live. I know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah? Yeah? Whatever. You had Bell's palsy.
I
That's a
believe
little
so.
different than Alzheimer's, okay?
You know, you made fun of stroke, of Bell's palsy.
Stroke is
You
not-
called me. You guys called me. You sent me a text message like a month ago, and you said, "Hey, gonna call you at 8." And then you called, and then you asked if I heard the news that Angelina Jolie had Bell's palsy.
Did we do that?
I missed that show.
Oh,
I didn't.
I think it was another
I
radio
have a
show.
real question. And this isn't insensitive. I don't mean to be insensitive. This is real because, as we've seen, as you mentioned, your grandmother, like we've all had family members, sadly, who have had Alzheimer's. How do they know that these mice have Alzheimer's? I'm being serious.
No, that's
right
a good question. I wondered that too.
Like scientifically, do they inject them with Alzheimer's? Like, and if so, how?
Yeah.
And if not, like how can they tell that these mice in fact have Alzheimer's?
Yeah.
Like, do
They're
they?
probably a lot smarter than we are.
Yeah,
And
I'm just
they
saying.
Well,
I'm
there's
just saying.
No doubt about that.
How do they know?
Google it.
They're mice. It's like they walk in the room and the mice are like, "Who are you?
Who are you? Oh, what are you
I'm
doing
being
here?
serious. I'm being serious.
How,
And it's
how
like,
did,
oh,
how did I
no.
get here? Where's
I'm
Minnie?
just saying. I'm just saying.
No, it's a good question.
That's a real question.
No, I'm with you.
I'm texting my scientist friend as we speak.
You don't know any science.
I know, right?
Oh, really? Jessica Bender? She was Miss Buck and Dex? She's a
that's right.
scientist, bro.
Okay, that's right. She is a scientist. That's true.
Gosh.
That's true.
Cool, man.
So what are you doing?
So, Dex, you have an answer, Dex?
I apologize. You know what? I never made fun of strokes, okay? I never made fun
Yes,
of strokes.
you did.
How? No, I didn't.
I was a huge fan of the Strokes. Huh?
Steve-O?
Yeah.
Help me out here.
Was this during the Buck and Deck show or during our show?
Both.
I never listened to your stupid show. I was busy doing my own show.
Okay, has he ever made fun of stroke and Bell's palsy
No,
on your show?
Bell's
yes or
palsy,
no?
Bell's palsy, but never stroke. I always say stroke is no joke. That's not making fun.
It's a form of stroke.
By the way,
it's a form of stroke.
they know that the mice have Alzheimer's because they take images of the brain and you can see the onset
okay.
signs of
All right.
Alzheimer's.
I
You
don't
can
have to.
it's on on a scan. You can actually physically see this with your eyeballs.
So Alzheimer's is a disease that mice can contract. I don't know if you contract it; it develops in them.
I guess so.
Okay. I think Buck's answer, if they're a lot smarter than us, just works.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
that's what I like to stick to.
Yeah,
It works for me.
yeah.
And you know what? You have to admit, when you had Bell's palsy, it was
Don't say
Don't
it.
do
Don't say
it.
it because then you're going to back my theory.
it was really funny.
It is not
There
really
you go.
funny. However,
There you go.
on a completely unrelated note, did you guys know
What?
that when they were filming it, Pennywise, the actor,
Did he
what
have
is his
Bell's palsy?
name? No, he didn't have Bell's palsy, you idiot. Gosh. I'm trying to change the subject, but still think of Buck when he had Bell's palsy. Remember, okay, the new version,
Yeah.
right? That
His
just
name
came.
is he's one of the Skarsgård brothers.
Yeah, the Skarsgård brother, Bill Skarsgård. Bill Skarsgård had to wear this really awful, like mouthpiece thing that made his mouth be creepy and crazy like that, which caused him to drool all the time. So he had to. I'm being serious. So he had to work that into the character, which is why Pennywise was drooling a lot. That wasn't part of the script. They had to work that in because he couldn't control his mouth, like Buck when he had Bell's palsy.
Do you remember when you'd take a drink of your coffee and it would drool all down your chin and onto your shirt?
See what I mean?
Buck,
You know, the thing about Bell's palsy, Sam, is you don't know if your face is going to come back.
right.
But
And
yours
it's
did.
scary.
Yours did, Buck.
I had a friend.
Multiple times.
Thank God, because he wasn't married yet.
One of my youth pastor friends had that, and it was supposed to go away within a certain amount of time, and it stayed for a long time.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if it was contagious or not, so I didn't hang out with him very much.
Okay.
Well, I haven't got it. I never got it from Buck, and he had it multiple times.
It's not contagious.
Okay. Good.
All right, palsy Shore, we got to go.
Okay.
That rings a bell.
Wow.
Come on.
See what I mean?
Am I right?
I'm sorry, they just sucked me right in. Buck, I didn't mean to. They made me do it. I didn't.
Oh my gosh, Buck. Get some thicker skin. Oh man. Are you there, Buck? Hello, are you there?
Hello, caller. You're still alive.
That's probably my favorite nickname I've ever come up for him.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
See, my mother-in-law, actually, Brenda, who we had on the show this morning,
Oh.
she had Bell's palsy once.
Really?
That was actually pretty scary.
It's painful. It
But
really
that's
is.
why I can say that joke, because my mother-in-law had
Yeah,
it.
it completely justifies it when somebody we're related to has the same
Has it.
affliction that someone
It's
else
horrible.
has.
You know what?
Yeah.
I mark my words right now. If something happens to me, whether it's Bell's palsy or whatever form of condition, I'm absolutely okay with you guys making fun of it.
You
and
guys
I will
heard
make
it
fun
here.
of it as well.
Making
because
that my ringtone.
I'm telling
Can we
you.
isolate that audio?
I'm dead serious. If I have something that's gonna kill me,
Oh my gosh!
Make fun of
that
it.
is not
This
funny.
just took
that's
This
the
is-
only
That was
way.
so morbid.
That's
you
the
idiot.
only way
Nope,
I'll be able
nope,
to handle
never okay.
the pain.
Nope.
So I give you guys 100. Make fun of me all day, all night. I don't care.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Buck, are you there? You seem to have gotten cut off. Are you there? Hello.
He must have gone through a tunnel.
Hello. Are you there?
Hello? Hello?
Okay.
I hear somebody.
All right. Thank you
I
very
heard
much.
something. Okay. I heard something.
Oh, look at the time.
Oh, man, you look at the time.
What time is it?
Time to go to break.
Dude, I want to go watch Son-in-Law.
Yeah.
What was Pauly Shore's best movie? We send it to. Was it Biodome? Was it Encino Man?
Son-in-Law was
I think
really good.
Encino
Son-in-Law was so good.
I didn't see Son-in-Law.
You didn't?
I saw Encino Man.
Oh, man. Encino Man.
What's
was
Pauly
great.
Shore doing? Is he driving an ambulance in
He
California?
runs the comedy store in Hollywood.
Are you serious?
Yeah. That's what he does.
Is that real?
He doesn't try
And
to
he can't
do
get
the
any
comedy.
acting jobs.
He's actually doing stand-up currently.
Yeah, he does stand up, but he can't get any acting jobs.
In North Carolina only.
Is he funny?
I loved Pauly Shore. Oh, he's got a show in Florida.
Cool.
Well, I'm gonna have to go see this.
How come
dude.
it says, instead of just get tickets here, it says, please get tickets here? I'm begging you, please get tickets here. That's what
Okay.
it said on the web there.
We got to take a quick break. We're live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 studios. We'll be right back.
This is a fresh thought. Listen up to Levi Lusko.
Time is not on your side. Paul brought this concept of time up. He said he doesn't want us to lose track of the time. He wants us to be aware of the time. Then he said the night's over, dawn's about to break. He wants us to understand the timing of things. There's two Greek words for time. One is chronos and the other is kairos. Chronos is like we would have a chronograph function on a watch. That's just generic time. Kairos means strategic time, specific time. So when Chronos is like, hey, what time is it? If you speak of Kairos, it's not time general, it's time very specific, okay? Like when you're at the airport and they say, hey, we're boarding this group, then we're boarding babies, and then we're boarding first class, and then we're boarding, and then finally it's like, this is not just generic boarding time anymore. And it's like, we're about to close the door. It is time for this plane to leave. It's Kairos.
For more fresh thoughts, go to LeviLusko.com. William Booth of the Salvation Army, when asked what the chief dangers confronting the church were, replied, religion without the Holy Ghost, Christianity without Christ, forgiveness without repentance, salvation without regeneration, politics without God, and heaven without hell. That's a solar flare.
You've got a way of finding peace in being incomplete. A silhouette you exhibit, so you'll never have to claim defeat. But somehow, some way, someone found a reason to betray. Maybe I can be your shelter. Maybe I can be safety. But
Here's Chris Hodges with a challenge to live a reproducing spiritual life.
Should we talk about my grandmother, or at what point do we become the person that people talk about? See, I think sometimes we're more content just to talking about, like, I hear more, I'd love to have a mentor. Well, go be a mentor. We get stuck in Christian world on the receiving end of things, but the real meat on the bone, you want meat, you want deep teaching. The deep teaching is start living your life in a way that is having these generational impacts where you are a faithful person who's giving it. You're receiving it from your pastor, you're giving it to others, and those others are taking it to others. And now you look at the end of your life and a whole generation of people have been impacted by the grace gift that's inside of you.
That's Chris Hodges and a Star 88 PowerPoint.
What's going on in the news today?
We are committed to working with state and local leaders to help secure our schools and tackle the difficult issue of mental health.
The president focusing on mental health as he did after the mass shootings in Las Vegas and Sutherland Springs, Texas. No mention of gun control.
American ski star Michaela Schifrin took gold in the women's giant slalom.
The FDA has approved a blood test to detect concussions, which can also identify possible brain injuries.
Cheeseburgers and chocolate milk are being removed from McDonald's Happy Meal menu.
Traffic deaths on U.S. roads fell to just over 40,000 last year.
Senators will keep searching for a DACA compromise for immigrants brought here illegally as kids. That may also include funding for a border wall and immigration reforms.
Veterans Affairs Secretary David Shulkin addressing an inspector's general report he had improperly accepted gifts and used tax funds to pay for parts of a European trip last year, including airfare for his wife.
I've made the decision to reimburse the Treasury, to follow the IG recommendations, and I'm committed to doing what we have to do to focus on veterans and make this better.
Mortgage rates, they have jumped this week to their highest level in nearly 4 years. 30-year fixed rate, according to Freddie Mac, at 4.38%.
South Africa's ruling party has chosen Cyril Ramaphosa as the country's next president.
2 astronauts fix a bulky robotic arm.
Welcome to the show. Dex, Steve-O, Sam Swan. Good morning, Starmy. Go subscribe to our YouTube page. We are streaming live right now on the YouTubes. Good morning, everybody. Also, we're at Facebook.com/Star88FM. You can go watch the show there at Facebook, too. A lot of people live on Facebook and the YouTube. 505-338-3700 if you'd like to call in. Or you can text it at 505-585-LIVE. Be a part of the show with us. Anyways, we were talking before Buck called in about Alzheimer's and how they're close to a cure, which is incredible. It's very incredible. I was talking to my son about this last night, about how, I hope in my lifetime that they definitely can slow down the aging process. Do you think that'll happen in our lifetime, where they'll be able to slow it down a little, like
Bible times, where
like we could live
743
maybe not that old, but maybe like at least 150 to 200.
Oh gosh, that sounds awful.
That's different than curing diseases, though.
Yeah,
right. Because not all old people. Alzheimer's affects all kinds of people.
Yeah, it does.
Right.
Well, think
you want to live to 150?
Honestly, I never used to be like that until now. For some weird reason, I don't want to die. I want to live to be 150, but not like 150 like
our retirement sucks. We'd be doing the show at 145 and 143.
Good morning.
We'd be Waldorf and Statler on the other. Whoa!
It was short. It was concise.
We'd be even meaner than we are now.
We'd be huge at nursing homes, man.
Okay.
We'd be huge.
We would not be huge at nursing homes.
Thank you. I see that,
What? Huh?
Huh?
What did he say? Turn it up. Yeah. We're going to be here forever, guys.
Yeah, forever.
I'm cool with eating it at 70 to 80.
That's, you know what, honestly, I used to always say 65. I'm ready to go at 65.
To be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord, and I got a lot of really rad family members already there.
But my son Landon, he tells me yesterday, he goes, do you realize, Dad, my teacher told me we only really have 30,000 days on this earth. Like the average person has around 30,000 days.
You realize you're only going to make it to 65, right? I'm being serious.
Yeah?
Because Buck just texted me and said, to be fair, on your last show, you straight up asked Buck to pull the trigger if he makes it to 65.
I did.
So when you turn 65, that's it.
I know.
It's going to go all
I
like
used to say that.
surviving the game. Buck's going to be all like gray and grizzled, like Hunger Games style. Like
This morning on the Morning Invasion,
hunting
we're
you
seeing
down.
where Dex is hiding.
You made Buck promise.
Buck is getting
He says
close.
you made him promise that he would put you down.
Well, at least he'll be in a wheelchair, so at least they'll have a chance.
But I doubt it, man. He's going to be like old man Logan.
Yeah, you're right.
Crazy
Yeah.
beard.
Yeah.
He's got them crazy eyes. Oh, he'll hunt you down. And you will not be able to outrun him because you've got bad ankles or whatever your
do have
excuse
bad
was
ankles, yeah.
for not being able to
Yeah.
run.
Yeah, it's
Guys,
true.
it was the arch in my shoe. Buck's just hunting you down.
It's so crazy, because, my whole thing back when I wanted to die at 65,
I don't
was
understand that.
Well,
I don't
let me
either.
explain. It was, man, this life is tough.
Yeah.
And I am ready for eternity with God. I'm ready for that,
We're going to call an expert.
And I feel like, but now when I get to my age, this is where I'm at least, I feel like, well, you know what? We get one shot at this life right here, and it's over like that.
Yep.
So quick. And you want to take every opportunity to do what
Yeah.
God created you for.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I'm at now.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste another, moment of this time, you know?
That's good.
I don't know.
Make the most of our
I don't know
days.
if a lot of people are like that or if, because I don't know.
I think we go through
find out.
stages.
Yeah.
When you're a kid and you haven't experienced a lot of things, you want to live forever.
Yeah.
And then when you get older and you've experienced a whole bunch of things, like you're in the middle age kind of, you're like, man, this is terrible. Come, Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
And then you live a little longer and you're like, well,
Hello. Good morning, Mother.
Good morning, my son.
How are
and good
you?
Morning, and good morning, my other son. Did
Oh,
I hear son?
Oh, thank
Okay,
you.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. Your real other son had a birthday yesterday. Did you talk to him?
Yes, I did. I talked to him the day before. I talked to him yesterday.
They
yes,
talk
of
every
course
day.
I did.
Oh, that's cool. I haven't talked to you since the last time you were on the radio. How?
I know. You need
How
to call
are
me
you?
more often.
And then the last time was like a month and a half, right?
Oh, well.
Gosh.
Well, I'm definitely calling her tomorrow because tomorrow happens to be my mother's birthday.
Yes, I know.
Now,
Yes,
I'm not
praise
going to
the
spoil
Lord.
it and fake say it today because today's not your birthday, so you don't get more than
That's
one day,
right.
Mother. Don't be selfish,
wow.
okay?
Oh, come on now.
We're calling because when Dex was younger, he wanted to be dead by 65 because he said that was like old, like he just wants
Wow.
to be dead and gone. But
I
he
feel like anything after 65, it's like your body starts to break down like an old hoopty car.
Oh, wow. Wow.
You know what?
My mom's turning the ripe young age of 69, okay?
Oh, my gosh.
And so she's outlived that age. How are you feeling,
Yes.
Mother?
I am feeling absolutely wonderful.
That's
Good genes, man.
Yeah, great
Good
genes.
genetics.
I still do crafts. I still make Christmas ornaments. I still paint. I still work in the yard.
You know what? I'm putting you down. This sounds really boring. Okay.
Yeah. You know,
This is really
believe
boring.
me.
I take it all back.
When
Take it
I-
out. Just kill me.
When I was young, I thought if you were in your 60s, you were really old. Well,
Yeah?
guess what?
What?
Now that
Yeah.
I'm
Really
turning
old.
69,
Yeah.
I don't feel old at all. I just, my body isn't as good as it was once,
Yeah.
but it's pretty doggone good.
I'm gonna give you my Mighty Ducks jersey. You see, in 1993, the Anaheim, but then the Ducks they became a hockey team, and I was a little
Right.
kid obsessed with Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. It was like my favorite movie then, and so I still have my Mighty Ducks jersey you bought me that says
I love it.
Jeter and then 69 everywhere, and so my mom let me
Really?
buy that. Yeah,
Oh, that's too cool.
Of course
I
still
remember
have it.
that.
Yeah. And so I'm going to give that to you so you can celebrate 69 in style with a hockey jersey that says 69 everywhere, Mom. Don't worry.
Oh, all right.
It's totally normal.
I will wear it because, I'll be 69 tomorrow, and
Yes.
I thank God for every day because I want to make sure that I keep going because I want to be here for my son, my daughter, and all of my grandchildren, and maybe even my great-grandchildren if God gives me that much time.
There you go. So what? Tell Dex what it's like. What's your body like on on a normal day, so that he doesn't.
On a normal day, believe it or not, living in Arizona has really fixed my fibromyalgia.
Yeah. How many times do you get an oil change? Is it every other month?
What?
Every 3 months? Like, what's the mileage on that?
An oil change. Well, let me see. I've had cataract surgery on one eye.
Okay.
And I don't wear glasses.
Okay.
My weight is good. And I'm still short.
She's definitely short, which I'm thankful for and also very angry at because I got her 5'2" Mexican genes. So instead of being 6'5" like my dad or 6'7" like my uncle, I'm a nice 5'9.5" ish.
Hey,
cool.
That's pretty doggone good for, for a Spaniard.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, you're
perfect height.
I have Spanish ancestry, and your father had English ancestry.
There you go.
So, it's a combination of the two. And I think it's a great combination because I have some very handsome children.
That's very true.
Scotty's a beautiful man.
I cannot disagree with
Scotty's
that.
a beautiful
Scotty
man.
is a very beautiful man.
Hey, Dex.
Yes.
Enjoy getting older because you know what? It is worth every minute because, God is so awesome and there's so much to live for.
Like
and
Christmas ornament
I praise
making.
God every day, and I'm grateful to be able to do that.
Painting. Yep. I love it, Mom. We'll be hanging out in March. I'm really excited, guys. Going to see my mom.
I can't wait.
Yes.
I can't wait. I have a couple of special recipes that we're going to fix.
Okay.
And
she
you'll
has
get
time,
to know
'cause
Joe
old.
a little better. And another thing.
Bingo night? You got bingo?
I'm going to be 69 tomorrow, and I just got married not even 5 months ago.
See, exactly.
And
There's still
so-
hope for you, Dex. You can get married by 69.
Cool. Right.
So that'll be cool, man.
All right. Well,
Yeah, there's life after 65.
See? So Buck, he made Buck promise to put him down
take that promise
when
back.
when he turned 65, and now we have to try and call off the hit.
Yeah.
But he already paid him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well,
Call
what
it
do you
off.
do?
I want to call it off.
There's
After
a lot
talking to you.
live for.
By
I
the
wanna
way,
live.
Mom, I want to introduce
Yes?
you to Sam Swan from the Baptist Convention of New Mexico. You guys are both Baptists, and one of you raised me well, and the other one is still trying to raise me well. So
I'm doing the best I can.
Sam, say hi to my
Hi,
mom.
Sam.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi, Sam, and God bless you, and I'm glad you're involved. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yes.
And I'm glad you get to hang out with my son because he is awesome too.
I would agree.
He is pretty great.
I agree.
She's talking about Scotty.
Yes.
Definitely.
I'm talking about both of you.
Oh,
I know
cool.
Scotty's probably not in the studio.
He's definitely not. So no, he's going. I don't want to tell you where he's going. He's doing something very special for his birthday. Do you know where he's going?
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Yes, he told me.
Okay, good. Pray for my brother. He's flipping insane. So
Is he going bungee jumping?
Oh, worse.
Skydiving?
Yes.
He is?
He's jumping out of a perfectly good airplane. Because he's a dumb.
Is. I know, but you know, Scott, he's got a lot of
adrenaline
issues. He was raised by mom. What?
and he has no fear. So we just have to pray.
And he still gives everybody no fear stickers at his pawn shop.
He does.
So
there you
that's
go.
his motto. No fear.
Six pack of no fear
We
stickers.
just pray that he is safe and he has a great time because he just turned 38.
And that his chute actually works. That when you pull the chute, the thing happens.
That's right.
We were raised by my mom in Point Break, so that's why my kid's name is Brody and why Scotty is skydiving. Later on, I will be learning how to surf and joining the FBI.
There you go.
So that's cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful time, Scott. I love you. And Steve, thank you for calling me.
Of course.
Yes, I know you'll call me again tomorrow.
Well, duh.
And I love you guys.
I love
and
you too,
Scott,
Mama.
Your card is in the mail. I hope you got it.
Okay.
But
He's
if
not listening. He doesn't listen
it'll
to us
be
unless
there.
he has to. So he's not getting any of this. But that's okay. I'll deliver the message for you, Mom. By the way, I want to say a special shout out to Dorothy. That's my mom. Yesterday, Sarah posted a photo of us from high school. in the backyard, and Scotty was smoking a cigarette.
Really?
So
I
shout
didn't
out
see
to
that
my
one.
mom for letting us smoke when we were children. She
Yeah,
did
and
a really
did you
good
see
job.
my reply to that?
I didn't see that post.
Yeah.
I called you a brat,
Yes.
and I said
Yes.
I would never allow that because smoking is awful.
Smoking is awful.
It's nasty.
Yes.
And I've never smoked, and I never wanted you guys to ever smoke.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. He's
Scotty,
like 12.
Scotty's sporting Jinkos and a ciggy on my baby sister's Instagram. So shout out to my single mom who actually, if we're talking realistically, that's just a testament to how my mom was literally always working, because photo in the backyard of us smoking at 13. So, yep. Thank you for working your butt off so that we could do things like smoke in the backyard. So
Very, very funny.
yeah. I love you, Mom, so much.
You were spoiled, and
I
but
still
you know
am.
what? I'm grateful I was able to give you as much as I could when I had the money, and I don't regret any of it.
Well, good. I definitely don't.
Okay.
There was one time in particular where I wanted a different car for winter ball, but I had a 65 Mustang, and I didn't want to take the 65 Mustang, but I was too young to rent a car. My mom didn't want to leave it, so she bought me a Mitsubishi Eclipse so that I could take a new car to winter ball.
Gosh,
I wasn't spoiled
well,
at all.
I did get a little carried away with that, and I got really carried
real
away
story,
when I
guys.
got that little.
It was a Mazda
what was-
Miata. It was a Miata.
Ooh.
Yeah, the Miata.
Yeah, the
you
Miata.
know?
Scotty drove
But
a
you know
Miata.
what? You know, you live and you learn.
Yeah.
And so, would I do it again? Probably not. I make
Yeah,
you walk.
probably make a few different choices.
Probably wouldn't have kids at all at
So,
this point.
yeah.
No,
It's true.
no way. You guys saved my life when your dad passed away. It was so awesome to have you guys. And-
Okay, don't get all
and I'm
serious on me. I
still
swear to
grateful.
God, I will cry again. It's not
Okay.
going to work out. Okay.
No, we're not going to cry. We're going to celebrate life.
Mom,
okay?
if you make me, I will punch you. I will
What?
punch
You
you.
can't
You're
punch
my
your
mom. I
mom.
love you. I'd never punch you. I'd never punch you. You're my mom. I love you. So, okay.
I love you guys. I love you. Thank you again for calling.
Happy birthday.
And,
It's not her birthday
and
yet.
thank you.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. But you know what? I'm celebrating it already.
That's
so.
right. It's your birthday
and
week. You
my
do you,
husband
boo.
is taking me to Fleming's for dinner.
Oh, I
Fleming's?
don't even know what Fleming is. Is it like a
Oh
Super
my
Nintendo
gosh.
game? There's like
It
the
is
little
an
green-
amazing
No,
restaurant.
I can't say that. We're not.
Non-comic. Yeah.
Oh, anyway, and it's in Arizona, so you'll have
Okay.
to come here.
Okay.
All right.
It's awesome.
Are you
Come
endorsed?
see you. I love you,
Okay,
Mama.
I love you guys.
Love you. Bye.
Love you.
Bye-bye. Have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye, Scott. Bye.
Okay.
I love my mom.
Oh, she's so
man.
great. She's so cute, man.
No, that's real, dude. Here's the deal. She spoiled the crap out of us. Listen, single moms that are listening to the show right now, you don't have to materialistically give your kids everything in order for them to survive. You can, in fact, be tough on them at times because they definitely need it. That was a real story. I think I was a junior in high school, and my first car was a 65 Mustang. I completely
65 Mustang.
But no,
it's a beautiful car.
To be fair, I got that myself with my own money. I saved up and I got this little. It was tore up, man, and completely restored this car. And it's still to this day my dream car. I'm so mad at myself for getting rid of it.
Yeah.
65 Mustang, pony bucket seats. It was amazing. But this one year for winter ball, I was being a snot. And I didn't want to take my car to winter ball. And I was too young to rent a car. And she wasn't going to pay for a limo. So she seriously took me out and bought me a new car.
Wow.
At one point in high school, I had 2 cars.
Wow. Spoiled run.
Freaking idiot. Like, I want to punch me. I mean, if I ever get a DeLorean, I'm going to go back in time.
And punch yourself?
Well, actually, I can't because we talked about it earlier in the week. And with time travel, you can't touch yourself because then you'll implode.
Okay, stop it.
I'm serious. Ask the Baptist. He knows. You go back in time, you don't touch yourself, right?
That's right.
That's
you,
right.
You implode.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Please hold for the next available radio host.
Oh, man. I saw it on a movie, Time Cop.
Yeah, JVCD, bro.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. He pushed the bad guy into himself, and when he touched himself, he imploded.
But that didn't happen in Back to the Future. She just fainted. She said, "I'm young, I'm old," simultaneously, and she fell.
Yeah, but they just saw each other. They didn't touch each other.
You don't know if they
Okay.
fell.
This is getting. Whew, we just called my mom.
So spring training just started.
Yeah,
and we're very excited.
Yeah, we're going to visit my mom in March. I'll definitely be going to some Angel games.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'll tell you what it's like.
Yeah. Make sure you plan to see the Angels when playing the Cubs.
Yeah, actually, I think when we're out there, they are playing the Cubs.
Oh, dude, that'd be so great.
Yeah, so we will definitely be out there. Cool.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're pretty much done with the show.
Cool, man. That's awesome.
I should pull the
Hopefully, we
plug
still
now.
have a job come Monday.
Gosh.
I'm glad that we realized that you're not going to be dead at 65.
Yeah.
I hope not. I hope you're still alive.
I hope that we never get fired when Sam is on the show with us, because I would feel awful. Would you feel terrible if we got fired while you were on the show with us?
Yes, because that probably means I will get fired also.
This is true.
I work for an extremely conservative organization.
I don't know if you should be
And willingly.
associated with us.
Yeah, maybe.
I really. I don't
Listen,
know.
it's been real, guys. Thanks for letting me
good.
be on the air for all these years. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And
if we get fired, it's really because that's what God wants for us. Because at this point, the only reason we're here is because of God. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that's
it.
true.
That's
Well,
it.
that's true
At
anyway.
least we know where God wants us. You know.
He used a donkey.
Gosh.
He can use us.
He can use a Baptist.
Yeah.
Oh, is that where you were going with that?
That's what I meant.
I took
That's
that
what I
for
meant.
you.
Woo!
I can poke fun at ourselves. But don't you dare do it.
That's right.
I'll get the Baptist Mafia
Hey, I
after
was
you.
raised by a sweet little Baptist lady who let us smoke. Wait.
There you go.
Good morning.
Morning, Dex and Steve-O.
Hi.
This is EJ from the Are You Smarter Than Homeschool segment we did a couple weeks ago.
Hey, what's going on?
How's homeschool?
Good.
Yeah?
I just did a science fair.
Oh.
Nice.
It's cool.
What'd you do?
I did a project about water.
How it's wet.
I have a joke for you.
Oh,
good.
What do you call a guy who just won a gold medal and has a broken leg?
What?
Olympian. Get it?
Olympian. That's the funniest joke I've ever heard.
You didn't even laugh.
I did. The sounder was too loud. It drowned me out.
I made it up. So
You made that up?
Hey,
You
EJ,
made that up?
That was
man.
good. That's
That's
very
a great
creative.
joke.
That was really good, actually. That was pretty creative.
Man,
So,
homeschool is the way to go.
And now you know.
dude, thank you so much.
EJ, thanks, man. That was hilarious.
Have a great weekend,
Okay.
guys. Good luck
All
on your
right.
science
Bye.
project.
Okay,
bye. That's cool.
Didn't even ask him about a science project. You didn't even want. You
You
didn't
did
even care.
kind
It's about water.
Did he win?
I don't know.
All right.
We're done.
Well,
we are
been
out.
good.
We're done.
Hey, if you missed any part of the show, don't forget you can catch us on demand, star88.fm, and now YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube.com/star88fm. Get there, subscribe. We've been posting clips every single day of our favorite moments that you can share. Yes, the video version. So maybe you missed a part of the show. What are we going to do today? We had so much fun.
We had so much fun
We had
today.
Brody on the show. It was Power Ranger Party Horn Friday. We had some fun with Alzheimer's.
and
We
Buck and
offended
Bell's
everyone.
palsy. Yeah. We talked to your mom.
That was great.
Gosh.
That was really, really great.
All right, Sam Swan, have a great weekend and week next week. We won't see you till next Friday.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's right.
I gotta go to Black Panther. I'll see you guys later.
Dude, if you spoil anything.
Yeah,
you do.
I'll tell you all about it.
I'm
I'll
still
tell
at
you.
a retreat this weekend, so I gotta wait till after I get back.
Oh man,
And I gotta go start my campaigning. Did you hear Mitt Romney announced? Okay.
Yeah. All right. Have a great weekend, guys. Woo! We'll see you on Monday.
That's all we got. There ain't no more. Time is tight. It's the end of the show.
Star 88 thanks the Rain Tunnel Car Spa for becoming a power partner and supporting this hour of programming. The Rain Tunnel Car Spa with 3 and soon 4 Albuquerque locations, providing car washes, detailing, and gasoline. RainTunnelCarspa.com.
5,000 homeless youth in New Mexico.